Dude, we were just dropping
You missed all the goods.
knowledge.
I didn't even drop any F-bombs or nothing.
No, it was clean.
It was
totally good
clean.
family fun right
Marcus loves it when I drop swear words,
Yeah.
and then I have to go back and edit it.
there. Great. Are we editing swear words out of this?
No.
We
Yeah,
don't.
we're not, right?
No.
We do get a couple of complaints that we curse too much.
Mostly
I
from
don't-
Neville.
I don't know
Really?
any other way to talk.
I said, fuck it.
I mean, I understand, but I don't know any other. I can't talk authentically without
Right.
dropping it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Same.
saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Grew up in Vegas, was bred out of the casino industry.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember I've told this story to Neville before, but I remember it was after a high school basketball game. I think it was a junior, and after the game was over, I got home that night, showered, got in bed. My dad came in, sat down on my bed, and he sat there for a second. He's like, "Hey, how'd the game go tonight?" And, yeah, it was okay, And he's like, it's a pretty small gym. He's like,
you got a loud voice.
A lot of what you're saying out there, it's people are
echoing.
they're kind of hearing that. So he was so nice about it. He's like, I don't want you to. Yeah, he didn't be like, hey, knock it off or anything. He
What
was
were
just
you
like,
saying?
oh, it's nice stuff.
You
Like,
being
hey,
bad sport
hey,
out there?
hey, great shot. Like that kind
You're
of
talking
stuff.
trash?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Telling the other team they suck?
Maybe. Maybe.
Something like that. I went to a Catholic school here in town.
Mhm.
Very, very strong in the Catholic culture, especially back then. So no cussing, none of that stuff.
Yep.
And I played. I'm gonna make myself sound really cool here, but I played varsity as a freshman. But I didn't
Oh,
like
here we go.
play. I wasn't like
JV, what's that? Never heard of it, right?
never,
Yeah, what?
never heard of
Varsity?
it. Never heard of it. Well, I mean, fuck, I was full grown in the 8th grade. I had a beard out there as a freshman. I looked like a senior. So I played like special packages, things like that, but I wasn't like a starter in my position. And, obviously you always think you're better than the next guy. I felt like I should have been playing. So I'm standing on the sideline and, games going on. It was a game to get into the playoffs, and I was giving it a go with the language, like, get that fucker, fuck these guys, like all that shit.
Yeah.
Our AD was standing right down the sideline.
Yeah.
The next day, got detention, got suspended, had to miss the
Hail
next game,
Marys.
the whole everything.
For real.
The AD was standing like literally. The AD was standing. He let me go, which I appreciate.
Like, we're gonna need to see your ass in
Yeah.
mass.
Yeah.
Mr. Mr.
Extra
Hickman.
mass for
Extra
you.
mass for
Mr.
you.
Hickman. He played for the Detroit Lions. He was like 6'5", 260, 270, not an ounce of fat on him.
Oh,
Great
wow.
guy, solid guy. Still keep in touch with him from every once in a while. He knows about GOHUNT. Him and his wife have followed us. What I'm
that's
doing
cool.
here. He's a great guy, but he was standing like 20 yards away from me the whole time, and I had no clue.
No concept.
It's freshman in high school, man.
Freshman.
What do you expect?
That's
What do
right.
you expect?
That's exactly what I expect.
Getting
Yeah, right.
after it.
Hey, Paul, will you pump the air? Like 67?
This is my life. I
She's gotta-
literally
she's
have
got a
to wear
sweatshirt.
hunting gear in our house.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
test it. We're
That's
testing.
right.
That's
Always
right.
testing.
I'm with you, too. I always have to have a cooler.
Mm.
I'd rather be cold than hot.
You can fix cold.
Right.
Just put a blanket on.
It's-
That's what I told. We got in an argument this morning.
Yeah.
My son was like, I need a blanket. I'm cold. And she was mad
I'm
that
like,
it was
"See?
cold. I'm like,
He's cold."
That's what you're supposed to do in the winter is put a blanket on. Like, why do we have this blanket if we never use a fucking blanket?
Right.
Like, what? Why do we use the heat
This
when we
is
could just use a blanket?
seriously a real fight every year. And this year he told me he was going to put a lockbox on our AC
And I'm
unit
going
because
to.
when he leaves, I
I'm going
put
to.
on
You
the
crank
heater.
What do you run it at?
Like
70?
70.
No.
That's so hot.
No. Give a honest answer.
70's not bad.
Maybe
70's hot.
72.
Can you sleep at night like that?
Yeah. See,
No,
I'm
I
always
can't.
cold.
I can't.
She's a solid 74. If we're gonna be honest,
That's hot.
she's a solid 74.
Well,
I'm like a
anyways.
solid 67 to 65 kind
Yeah,
of guy.
66.
And then when I go to bed, like 62.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
He-
sleep better cold.
Way better. Well, body performance. You listen to Andrew Huberman. If you look at like the cyclical body temperature of a human, you hit your highest peak of temperature, which is when your body's most primed for like physical performance, all that stuff. In the afternoon between 1-3 o'clock, so to speak. and then you'll hit your lowest point of temperature when you're falling asleep. And that's what actually like releases the chemicals in your brains to fall asleep, is actually at like the coldest point of your body temperature of the day. So if you like the circadian rhythm, like if you look at the body temperature through the circadian rhythm, it's supposed to be cold at night, not 74 and sweating. It makes all this
Think of all
science.
the
But
good
that's
sleep you're
not
missing
science.
out on.
No,
Can't argue
I
science.
sleep
Can't
great.
argue.
I sleep great. I have to have like 4 blankets because of him.
And I sleep out of the blankets.
Yeah.
That tells you our life right
How,
there.
Yeah, that describes.
our room was hot, huh? Last
Oh, my
night?
God.
Oh, sweltering.
Can't do it.
Oh.
Her and I, the running joke in our marriage is we get along great other than food choices and temperature.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
a real
go.
thing.
That's our biggest fights.
Yeah.
So let's get in. Give us a rundown, Neville, on what we're doing today.
Today
we have a special
guest on, Tayler,
Hello.
Lorenzo's wife.
My wife.
Yes.
We're here to
Taylor
talk-
with an ER, by the way.
There we
yeah.
go.
Let it be known. Taylor.
Yeah, and we're here to sit down and talk about. We have a new film coming out
Yes.
tomorrow, The Window,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Special Hunt. You guys and Turtle running around.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
That was a special one.
Turtle's a character.
Yeah.
Oh,
People are gonna see it too.
He's
Like
beyond-
I know, because like I see him in the office and I
Yeah.
mess around with him. But my God, he
Yeah.
is a character.
He's pretty wild.
Definitely is a
Great
character.
kid.
Who's he more like?
Him.
With her attitude. He acts like he has.
Here we go.
She's Native American and Basque. If anybody knows about the Basque culture,
They're very kind people.
they're
Lovely people.
The first thing you'll see,
Warlike.
the first thing you'll see about Basque country is warlike people. They have fought for their own independence, both Spain and France, and earned it. That's how warlike they are. Okay,
Just a little
and
bit.
then she's also Native American. Temper.
I'm pretty calm until things.
Yeah. Anyways, but he's a maniac like I was as a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
dude, I lit my backyard on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately.
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, I was Dennis the Menace. So he's got that in him, and then some attitude as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a character.
He's hilarious, and when people watch the film, like,
It comes off.
oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
So I guess like to set the stage, like
Yeah.
how did this hunt come to be? Like, what was your guys' mindset in planning this hunt, and like what were you guys looking for?
Yeah.
Taylor, did you want to hunt?
Yeah.
What's your background? Just real quick. I mean,
Like-
did you come from like a hunting family at all? Have you hunted growing
Actually,
up?
no. But my parents own a ranch in Kanab.
Okay.
Growing up, we'd go there like all the time. We had a cabin in Pine Valley as well. So I was like around hunting all the time, but we never did it because we were like super sports family.
Wrestling. They
Yeah,
were
wrestling.
just deep into wrestling.
Yeah, softball.
Softball for you.
Yeah, football. So the weekends we were there. We were at tournaments and stuff. So I remember having like hunters at our ranch and stuff. We just never did it. I knew what it was. Like I thought it was cool and stuff, but we just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then when we met and he was like telling me everything about hunting, I was like, and I was just out of college with sports. So like I was kind of looking for, a little
Something to do.
sport like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she it's not just sports for her. She's gonna possibly get mad at me and I'm gonna make her
You guys
blush.
gonna
But
fight
like,
about it tonight?
Yeah.
yeah, we will too. But she'll stay quiet about it until right before I'm gonna fall asleep, and then she'll bring it
Yeah.
up. Right?
Why'd you say that?
Classic, marriage stuff.
Yeah.
You'll learn.
Yeah.
You'll get this.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there.
But no, her family, like, genuinely, they are a big sports family. Her older brother, was a 4-time state champion wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Won it all 4 years. I can't remember which weight classes ever. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
like
4 different
140s or
ones.
something like that. He would travel. He came second place in regionals,
Yeah.
wrestling, or like national wrestling tournaments. Unbelievable wrestler,
to
super deep into
ASU.
it. Went to ASU on full scholarship. That's when like Cain Velasquez was there. Wasn't Henry Cejudo there and
Chris
or
Porter.
something like that? Chris Porter.
Chris
Porter.
Chris Porter's he's too old. He's too old. But then she got a full ride to a bunch of schools for softball. And she ended up staying in town. She doesn't
Yeah.
like talking about herself, so I have to, obviously.
Thank you.
She's number, what are you, 2 or 3 all time on home run list?
Oh, I
all
really
time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
can
oh,
hit
yeah.
dingers.
Long ball.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
What
She was-
position did you play?
shortstop.
She was the athlete on the field.
Yep.
That's why I love her.
Yeah.
Carl plays
That's
some
where
then-
Turtle gets all of his athletics.
Then the Olympics they did away with softball,
Mhm.
which a good thing because that's where she would have went and who knows what would have happened. But
Never would have met.
Yeah,
never
I
would've
was
met.
burnt out anyway.
So she was.
Honest,
I mean,
didn't
they
wanna
were
go to-
deep. And then her younger brother is a 3-time state football
At Bishop
champion.
Gorman.
Started as a sophomore all the way through senior. At Gorman 3 or 4. I can't remember if it was all 4. I think it was 3 years he was there, state
4 or
champion.
4.
I mean, they're like, that's all they did was sports. That was it.
Yeah. So I didn't really I didn't get into hunting and stuff like that. But he really was like, I think you're going to like it. And I'm like, And to be honest with you, like, I was a little concerned about like the killing part, you know?
It's just when you're never around it. you
Yeah,
know?
I just wasn't.
No,
And I just wanted to
It's
to
different.
experience it. And I did want to do it and just to feel like what I felt like. And to be honest with you, when we went, the first year I just went and I just was like watching and like learning and then the second year
That was an antelope hunt. The first hunt I
did
took her
an
on with me
antelope hunt.
was a Nevada antelope hunt. It's fun,
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
action. You're in Nevada antelope. The cool thing about it too is like you're out there. You know what I mean? It's not a typical antelope hunt. Like we were camping out there.
yeah.
I mean, I have a I can't remember the brand, the tent on the top of my truck. You know, I don't think it's that one. It's one James Brood or something like that. It was a hard shelled one at the time.
Yeah.
And so like we were just bombing through the middle of nowhere in Nevada, living out of my truck in the tent.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a legitimate hunt. I mean, wasn't
But
backcountry, so to speak,
I
but it
love
was
that part
out
of
there.
it, to be honest with you, because it's like with the ranch and our cabin and stuff, we camped, we did all that stuff. So like that's like very a childhood thing that like I love to do. And so when he's like, you know, you're gonna be this and it's gonna be dirty, and I'm like, no, like I like that stuff. Like let's go.
Right.
And then
I
the
honestly
second
knew
year-
I knew it was going to be a very natural thing for her to fall into.
Right.
Competitive spirit, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she's a gamer
Yeah.
for sure. She understands the situations, and I knew it was going to be a good fit.
When you guys were dating, what was Lorenzo's approach to telling you about hunting? Like, did you understand the full breadth of what hunting meant to him while you were dating?
It's funny, yeah.
You
Like,
did.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I was up front.
Nice job.
I was straight up.
Yeah, no, and like I appreciate it though, you know, like if you can find that in life, I mean, isn't that what everyone's looking for, right? It's just that like something you can be involved in and love. And so like I was like really impressed by it, and I was like, wow, like because sports was that. My identity was sports. That was it. So, and I was like not fresh out of college when we met, but you know, a few years, and like I did it since I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, oh my gosh, like that's really interesting. I wish I had something like that. And then he just like, he showed me, I mean, you have kid pictures. Like he was like, no, this is like real.
Like how wrestling tournaments and softball tournaments were for
Yeah.
you. That was
Yeah.
hunting for me.
And
Yeah.
I was like, no, I completely understand. And then the first year, the only thing that I remember, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, was when he says he doesn't get service. Not that I'm a psycho. I do have more like, is he safe? That's the one thing that
She's got the what if syndrome, you know what I mean? Like what if this and what if that, which I get and appreciate.
Yeah.
I've never had that in my life until our son, and we'll
Right.
get into why that
Yeah.
happened.
But when he said he had a satellite phone, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
you got the Garmin. Thank
Yeah,
God
man,
for
the
Garmin.
inReach.
dude, we're
Got the
good.
inReach.
We're
The-
in.
Call me when you get this.
Yeah, so
No, exactly.
you know, I was upfront about it. I was.
Yeah,
you
no,
have to
I
be
knew.
right. When
That's how
it's-
you won her over. You're showing her your giant deer, giant.
Yeah.
man,
like,
look how cool I am. Look
check
what I
this
do.
out.
No,
I can provide everything. For
Everything.
No, it
Anything
was
you
cool.
need.
I really did. I loved it. And
Yeah. Well, I took her on that antelope hunt the
Yeah.
first year, and she loved it. She had
Loved
a good
it.
time. And then
my
the next
toes
year,
did freeze over, but I didn't tell you until they were like,
no, that was that the antelope
No,
hunt?
that
Oh,
was the
that was when
first
we
one.
walked across that
Yeah.
flooded. Yeah.
the second hunt. Then when I was able to hunt, I was pregnant on every single one of our hunts.
In the beginning,
Remember,
yeah.
and I got like a little sick
Yeah.
on my first real antelope hunt. And then remember the truck and tire blew.
Yeah, that was a good experience. So I took her on that first antelope hunt where it was just me. The next year, both of us had tags, so we
Yeah.
both went out there to go on the same antelope hunt, same country. So she knew what to expect, which I liked. You know, she had been there. She knew she knew what to expect, right? But she was pregnant this time, and you know, which I also love very much about her, she took her pregnancy very serious. Like, didn't do anything that you're, quote unquote, not supposed to.
No drugs.
All the health, no drugs. all the, all the healthy stuff.
You know how to set the drugs.
9 months. I can do
It's
it.
only 9 months of your life. But like nothing out of that you're not supposed to do, right? So, we had prepackaged her foods that she was supposed to eat and her this. I love it though, right? Because it just speaks to the person as a whole when they make they put something else before themselves, so to speak, right? So anyways, the next year we went out there. She shot her first antelope at 330 yards. It was awesome. Tipped him over in one shot.
Yeah. Did you have reservations about hunting? Were you all in? Were you kind of
I was pretty all in. Truthfully, it was just like I wanted to see after I shot if I was like, sad or like whatever. Right. I guess it's pretty normal.
I feel like
I wasn't though.
I feel like that's.
I felt like good.
My girlfriend says the same thing.
It's
like
not
she wants to
sad.
start hunting, and like her biggest fear is like when she kills the animal.
Yeah, I think the best thing for Tayler though.
I felt first I felt like the adrenaline of what I used to have when I played sports. So that was like, oh my gosh, that was back. But it was like, it felt great. I mean, I didn't feel like any guilt or like, people talk about things and I didn't feel any of that. I felt like accomplished. Like you did something great. Like I can do this. Like I just did something really powerful. I don't know. I felt great. And like
it wasn't easy. We went on a bunch of stalks. I mean, hunting in Nevada desert, I don't know if a lot of people have ever experienced, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's one of the more fun antelope hunts out there because it's different than most. Like you're really getting after it. You're going on hikes to get into certain countries and all that. She did awesome.
Actually, I remember when you were like, oh my God, you're a stone cold killer.
Yeah, dude, she just,
like I said, now. He looked at you and thought,
he was like, are we good?
Look, am I ever going to hunt
What
again?
have I done?
Like I said, she's a gamer. You know what I mean? Like she was shortstop on the team. You batted third or fourth, right? Like whatever, like the clean spot, whatever.
Clean
like
up.
the pressure. So she was a gamer. She was familiar with, that pressure or that expectation or whatever it is. And I think that's what translated the most for her into this because like there was no questioning. You take some people hunting and it's like, I can't find them in the scope. I can't. Kind of.
Poor Chris.
So yeah, that's a good comparison. And I had her doing drills in the house, like zooming out the scope for full field of view, get him in. Target acquisition is the most important thing.
It is.
It's the most important thing there is target acquisition. Get him in the scope. So we would do all these drills at night.
All the time.
I would make her find
Good.
something, zoom out so she could find it in the scope, field of view, and then zoom in for the shot. And I would make her practice doing that, taking it off safety without taking her eye out of the scope, all this stuff. And when we were in the moment, there was no questions. There was no like, I can't find him. There was no like, can I shoot now? There was no, the antelope was walking, quartered away, took one step broadside, stopped, shot immediately. Like right when that front pocket opened up, stopped, it's done. Like no questions, no nothing. That's why I looked at her. I'm like, holy shit, you're a killer. Like that was kill mode right there.
Like, please don't get mad at me.
Do not
go.
Please
you know what I mean? Like
don't kill me.
There's some people out there that can find that kill mode in their mind. And dude, first time she had it. I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to look pretty bad now.
Good on you for doing the work because you're absolutely right with the new hunter. That's like the hardest thing to do is target acquisition.
Oh yeah.
And
it's the number one. It's the number one thing though, right? You can't kill it if you can't get it in the scope.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I mean, we all went out and rabbit hunted all the time, right? So we were just constantly used to throwing a gun to our shoulder and trying to find a target. But I remember with my oldest boy, I mean, I think any new hunter, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
I'm a systems-based individual, and she was too from sports, so it translated really well. We're like, here's the system. You get on the gun, you get it, zoom out, you zoom in, take it off, the whole thing.
And I do this really funny thing.
She does. It's pretty funny.
It's really funny. I have to count out loud.
What do you mean?
I literally
game time. Campo style.
I'll be like, one. Like when I know
you talk yourself through it.
I don't like talk to myself, but like I'll be like I know in my head when I hit 3, I'm shooting.
So you know how like you take a deep breath and exhale, and as you hit the depth of your breath is when you pull the trigger. That's her version of
process is important. Whether you're shooting a bow and arrow, it's all a part of process.
She'll settle that 1, 2, 3 for her is releasing the air.
I'm not
1,
like 1, 2. I just like
3, and then
you're not shouting it out.
No, but
Ready,
she says
okay.
it. The nice thing is I know exactly when she's shooting. Like there's no question about when she's going to pull the trigger.
There's never a 1-2 bang.
No.
Yeah, it's always 3. I don't throw for a loop.
Was there any apprehension about shooting a gun? How'd you feel about firearms?
To be honest with you, that to me was the scariest part. I'm just like not huge on guns. We always had them. My dad always had them. Whatever.
Just pretty like unfamiliar with them.
Yeah. And,
it's a lot of
hear
power
horror
in a small
stories.
little item. You know what I mean? It takes a little
and
bit
to
of.
know, like, it does kill, I want to be, like, responsible. Like, I'm no, I want to know everything about this thing so nothing happens. Like,
when I was a kid, the one thing that stuck out from me that my dad told me is once the bullet leaves the gun, the rest, all the responsibility is on you. The second that bullet leaves the gun, everything that happens from that point forward is on you, and you're the one that did that. So that's what I would tell her is like when that bullet leaves, it's on you. Whatever happens with that bullet, that is your responsibility.
I'm stepping aside. It's on you.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, it is.
And that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And that my dad
puts the
exactly.
It puts the reality,
the seriousness of the situation in hand. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And she took it. She took it great. I honestly, I'm not just saying it because I ended up marrying her and she's my wife. Like, it was wildly impressive. Like I got to see her. I never got to see her play sports, but I get to see that side of her when we hunt, which I am very attracted to. I like it.
You guys never go to the batting cage just to?
Oh, we've done that.
Dinger derby.
Our first
home run derby.
Our first
4th of July.
Was it first or second?
Second real date. He like jokingly.
We were in a full blown sweat, both of us. We went to Dave and Buster's.
Literally was like, let's go to Dave and Buster's, and I was like, oh fuck. Okay, and I'm like trying to act like not such a tomboy, You're like, I'm like embarrassed a little because we're out there, and we hit the basketball thing. Smoked his ass.
Football thing, basketball thing.
Absolutely, he was like, "What?
What the hell?"
I like how to start warming up.
Oh, wow.
He we were like.
I'm competitive.
Sweat.
I'm a very competitive person. It's just it's what I am. So I couldn't let it happen. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the kind of guy that's like, I'm gonna let her win. Like, no, fuck that. I'm playing.
I'm playing to win.
Like you're gonna see how good I am too.
Yeah, which you are very, very, very athletic. You beat me majority of times, but I still get you sometimes.
No, but that was. It was insane. Like we both left. It was our second date, and we were in full blown sweats when we left.
This was not supposed to happen.
Dave and Buster's. We hit every every ball based arcade game we played. Every single one.
Dave and Buster's is sick. I love it.
It's awesome.
Dude,
it's
a
great place.
It's so fun.
It's real fun.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, it's good to go to the arcade and shoot some hoops.
It is. We still do it because Turtle loves it. So we'll go to the arcade. Next thing you know, we're battling.
Yeah, that's always what happens.
Turtle just running around.
We're
like, wait, where is he?
Who's got Turtle?
Yeah. So how did this hunt come to be? Did you know you wanted to bow hunt elk, or like did you want to bow hunt?
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I would say here's why I ask, because I think it's kind of unusual for somebody to only have been hunting for a year or two in a rifle hunt. And I don't mean this as any disrespect, but also for a female to jump into bow hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
That's a pretty high hurdle. Mm-hmm. Is that something like is it just something you wanted to do, or how did this come to be?
Yeah. I thought it was super cool because he did an elk hunt our first year in like New Mexico or something. Mm-hmm. And he was like explaining it. And I'm like, okay, that's what I want to do. I love the hard work, like on your feet in there. Like, it feels so good, and it feels like you're actually real hunting, And I'm not saying that the rifle isn't real hunting. I'm not saying that.
It's just
it's more intimate.
For me, I like to be in it, and like I watched the one film of the ranch Homestead, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, well, we'll just try it. Or no, and then we were in Colorado, and I shot hunter's bow.
Yeah, I took her on a late season deer
and
hunt in Colorado, And we ended up shooting a buck there too, a good buck, really good buck. That was her second hunt I had taken her on.
She let me try her bow, just like practicing.
She was always like, because I shoot, I'd shoot in my backyard. Don't know if I'm supposed to say that because
we live
definitely don't shoot in my backyard.
I shoot in my basement, and my wife came down the other day and was like, "Hey, there's another hole in Landon's room. Did you by chance shoot one through the wall?" And I was like, "Maybe." I mean, it wasn't me. It was Landon.
Definitely wasn't me.
But yeah, I've so far put 2 through that wall.
That's good.
Yeah, my basement. So you want to watch that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I definitely don't shoot in my backyard. But she would she was into it. She loved that. I mean, it's like bow hunting, which you would see in the films, is like it's very intimate, and then you're also very intimate with your weapon as well, right? Like it's yours. It's like fitted to you, and it's yours, and it's set. She was very into that.
Yeah, and so he got me one, and then I was like, yeah, I want to do it, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And we started
shooting.
I didn't practice as much as I should have.
You practiced a lot.
No, I did, but it was hard with Turtle. I mean, he was 2, 1.5, like running around. He's the type of kid, if you leave him seriously for 10, especially at that time, 10 seconds, he'd be like hanging off our stairs. Literally, I have so many videos.
We had to move.
Seriously, like the house was
we had
too
like
dangerous.
There's a lot of like desert modern houses being built here. So like all the home builders are building like a desert modern style house. Well, then you got like these concrete modern style stairs. Yeah. Not family conducive.
They're like floating
that
too.
shit was scary.
Yeah.
That shit was so scary.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
It was just, so it was a little hard, to like get out and like.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had more time to practice.
I think everyone will understand why we didn't have very much time. So.
Sure. Just so people know, Turtle is his son. That's his
yes.
name is Turtle.
Yes.
Yeah. What do we call
Lorenzo
him?
Jr.
Lorenzo Jr. is his name. And I'm very proud that he is going to take my name on. He's exactly the kind of kid that should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why do you call him Turtle? Is that okay if I ask that?
Oh, yeah.
You got, yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, look, I've said this. This was very hard for her and I to do. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not only putting ourselves out there, but it's putting our son out there. And, everyone's got shit in their life that they deal with and all this stuff. And ours happened to be our son. And, we didn't do it for any other reason than ourselves, really. Mm-hmm. This was very meaningful for us. Mm-hmm. And it's something we'll have forever, like making a story out of this and going forward. And it's just a good look into, our lives and who I am. It's the
People
realest.
go through this every day.
It's the realest thing I've ever done, like putting myself out there. But yeah, so when she got pregnant, which the story getting into that was all good. Very fun. Very, very fun.
What do you mean?
Are we talking about practice? Practice?
We talked about practice that turned into a real game.
Practice. We're going to sit here and talk about practice.
But yeah, you are more intimate with this just because it's your kid. But
which part?
Well, you're intimate with all of it, if we're going to be honest here.
Let's just go to like the stages. So you got pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, basically,
you're
pregnant,
going to doctor
everything was
appointment.
fine. Yeah, everything was fine. And
for the first 11 weeks, everything was good.
No, like
8
11,
weeks.
because I was like having some bleeding, but people bleed and stuff.
Yeah.
So then 19 weeks, I like bled again, and I called Lorenzo. He was at work. I'm like, I don't know, like something a little weird. And so I called my doctor, and he's like, just come in. You can come. 20 weeks is like a big, huge milestone for pregnancy. We'll just do it a little early. Well, I go in there, and they said something's weird with his bladder. I'm like, okay. I don't know what that means. Like, it could be normal for boys, whatever. Why don't you go to this high-risk doctor? Okay. So 22 weeks, we get sent to this, like, new high-risk doctor, and he starts, like, taking a look. He was a horrible doctor. Literally one of the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, horrible.
Horrible doctor.
Worst bedside manner, just horrible.
I'll never talk to this guy again
No,
my entire life.
unless Turtle goes and
Tells him, fuck you.
yeah. Which
It's the only way I'll talk to
probably
that
let
guy
him.
again.
Anyways, so the guy's like, he's got polycystic kidney disease. We're like,
Infantile polycystic
what?
kidney disease.
Literally just
He's
like
either
that.
going to die in the womb or he's going to die a couple days later. We need to terminate.
we need to terminate.
And he said it just like that.
Just
like
even,
this.
Honestly, even harsher. Even harsher.
And we're like, I was like, wait, hold on. He's like, no, you need to get, Lorenzo,
see
get
this-
on here.
see, something's
Let me check
wrong
your
here.
kidneys.
Yeah,
Remember?
and so
he
he-
starts like ultrasounding.
Were you guys
him.
there together? Were
Yeah.
you by-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I I was involved as much as I could be, and I was at
very involved. He did
pretty much
amazing.
every doctor appointment,
Yeah.
especially once we found out that the one good thing about this doctor is there was something wrong,
Yeah, there was.
and it wasn't like we'll just sit
Yeah,
and
see
wait,
how it
something
goes.
wrong. This was like, there's really something wrong,
Mhm.
and we need to figure out what it is. But this guy, the way he did all this bullshit, he's got infantile polycystic kidney disease.
Yeah.
He's either going to die in your womb, which is dangerous for you, or he's going to die a couple days after birth. Horrible, horrific, painful death. You don't want him to do that. We need to terminate. And we're
And I was like, no.
And her and I, we hadn't been
Absolutely
told. And all we're thinking right now is like, there's just like, not even something wrong, just like more of like something's weird, something's nuanced. So we go from that to it's catastrophic. This is what's going to happen. Her and I.
Then he sends us to the
Yeah,
guru doctor.
he's
who
like,
wrote the-
I trained under the endocrine doctor of, so he wrote the book
he
on
wrote the chapter on renal kidney
on renal functions in utero. You guys got to go see him, right? So we go to get to
Okay.
California, drove to California, and go see this guy, and he was great.
Yeah.
Dr. Porto. I'm fine putting the good names out there. Dr.
Yeah.
Porto was great, but he, told us something was
Yeah, he said
wrong,
that he has
badly wrong.
It was wrong, but he had enlarged kidneys. Not a huge emergency.
Both of them were large, which was the ultra weird thing, and
Not
not
a
just large.
huge emergency.
Massive.
We'll monitor you, but we'll see
Yeah.
you back about like 30 weeks. So I go back to this doctor here. Tells me now like 28 weeks, or whatever the medical cutoff is. No, I disagree with him. So now
After he just told us he had
yeah,
studied underneath this guy,
Yeah.
and he wrote the
I
renal
disagree.
function book on
this
it.
isn't good. You need to have a medical termination. And I'm like, I flip out. I was like, it's not even an option. I'm done. Like, I'm done with you. No, I'm out. And I'm pretty sure like he thought I was crazy.
Well, she looked at me and said, "Get that fucking guy away from me."
Yeah,
Okay,
literally. And I
I'll
walked out.
listen.
And
That must have been terrifying.
Oh my God.
I can't
it
imagine.
was
I
It
mean,
wa-
it must have been just. I mean, even
It was
even
horrible.
hearing this like right now, and I mean, we know the outcome. We know that
Yeah.
we know the turtle's good. I can't
Yeah.
imagine. I can't fathom putting myself in that spot. It must have been
Well,
so heavy.
it was horrible. Like I couldn't even sleep.
I can't
you know,
imagine.
like
dude, it was
everything
wild.
that they were saying. So then I called our
Well, that was so.
family
So just to
friend.
be clear, that was our high risk doctor here in Vegas.
Mhm.
The one that we got sent to from the normal OB to this high risk. He's the one that sent us to Dr. Porto, the renal function specialist. We came back and saw this same high risk guy, and that's when she said, "Get this fucking guy away from me."
like I was like, I'm done.
And this is where I continually fell more and more in love with her, and how, like, I don't know what the word is, focused, how, in tune, connected, whatever the word is, but like she was adamant, like,
Mhm.
no, you're
I
wrong.
literally never
Like,
believed any of it. ever.
so, but anyways, we found a new high risk doctor
Yeah,
here,
the
phenomenal doctor,
Dr. Paul Wilkes.
Dr. Paul Wilkes, phenomenal
the
guy.
best. Saved Turtle's life.
So, but in that, he's a how do you explain his personality? He's like pretty bubbly, pretty
Oh yeah, the best.
like
Just
very outgoing, great
Mhm.
bedside manner, and he's a
Yeah.
high risk doctor. And
everything's good. You know.
look,
Optimistic.
having
Yes.
somebody
You'd have
somebody
to
tell
be.
you
yeah.
having somebody tell you there's something wrong with you is one thing. Having a
Mhm.
doctor tell you
Yeah.
there's something wrong with your kid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
entirely different.
Yep.
And his bedside manner was like perfect for that. He was amazing at that. He was so good, and we both so we told him the story. This doctor said he has infantile polycystic kidney
Yeah.
disease. This doctor says he doesn't know what it is, but it's something
Mm-hmm.
really bad, and so on and so forth. He goes,
Mhm.
well, did he know exactly what it was? And her and I both said, no, he didn't know exactly what it was. So he looks at us, and he looks at the, all their technology stuff, and he goes, well, your kid's just got big fucking kidneys. How about we just leave it at that?
And we're like,
sold. Perfect. Let's just leave it at that.
Let's go.
Like, let's leave. That's where we're going to leave it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we loved that guy from that day on, and you would go see him every so often.
So then he was like, hey, we're going to monitor twice a week. So I was getting like closer and closer. Then I went in at like 33 weeks, and I was like dilated. Like I could have had him at 33 weeks.
Well, we're missing a key piece there, not to make the story any worse, but we stayed in touch with Dr. Porto for a while.
Yeah.
And then was it when we went back out to see him? Was this before or after that? This is before that.
So I got called in, and I missed my baby shower. So sad.
Your own baby.
Yeah, missed her own baby shower.
It was beautiful too, but it's okay.
I'm sure your friends and family enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, they did.
They enjoyed it.
Well, luckily, it was a shared one with
our sister-in-law, my brother's
Candace
wife.
And Blake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was nice. Everyone had a great time, so it was good. But so we go to the ER, and they monitor us, and they send me home. But they put me on these pills to stop my labor, which was the worst thing that we did.
could have done.
Because he was so big and his organs were like ready to go that we went back to Porto 34 weeks.
At 34 weeks.
And
God works in mysterious ways. Her mom got like wildly sick out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
So my mom, once we found out like something was really bad wrong, we didn't know what it was. It literally was ranging from like, he wasn't going to make it to he not only was he not going to make it, he might have not made it in her belly, which would have been really bad for her. And then like everything we were hearing, nothing was good, right? So our parents were very involved in traveling with us.
Our moms go like a lot. Just when
support.
you're going through stuff like that, you just need support.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we would stay in touch with Porto about like we would report to him because he was the specialist in renal, everything that Dr. Wilkes was saying, and they were working very well together and keeping up. So like we're under the impression like, okay, like we don't know what it is. This is like we're in unknown territory here, but they're on the same page, and nothing like no one has said anything crazy since the first doctor who was a complete asshole and told us we need to terminate immediately. Without even asking if we were up for it, which is a really weird thing. But her mom got wildly sick, and her mom is Basque and Native American, and she couldn't make the trip.
Thank God, because she would have.
God works in mysterious ways. So
she would have freaked out. So we get there, and he's scanning me, and he literally looks, and he goes, "He's not going to make it." And I'm like,
we thought we were on good grounds with him,
we
right?
Just
like
saw you. What are you talking about?
He had been very supportive through these next 10, 12, 15 weeks, whatever it was.
And so his mom's there, and I'm like, look at Delise, and I'm like, I can remember like it was yesterday. I literally like sit up, big old belly. I sit up. I take my hat off. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, if he makes it, he's probably gonna be. He probably will be alive for 3 days, and start saying all this stuff. And I was like, I am so done. I'm like,
we thought we were on good grounds with him.
I leave.
Sure.
I walk out.
This is not bad on him. This was the biggest gift that he gave us, is he prepared us for what was about to come.
Right.
Because what he said and what was about to come, it made what was coming to us, it made it digestible because
more manageable.
Because we had
your expectations
our expectations were what he said, right? But she lost it. She left the room.
I left, but luckily his mom was with us because he grabbed her and was like, I'm sorry, but you need to have
an autopsist.
Autopsist. We have this might be something new.
Yeah. Like we need an autopsist to see what it is.
I've never seen this. I've been sending this all over to all my other, doctors.
To London and this place and these doctors.
We've never seen all this stuff, whatever. I'm like, okay, so I'm just pushing along. I'm like, I'm not listening to any of this. He kicks like crazy. He's healthy. Everything I read, he was healthy.
She had a good connection. Like she
like
had
your intuition was that things were going to be okay.
And this is where I continue to fall.
Did you ever question?
No,
never,
I knew
not
it's
one
going to
time.
be scary. Like it's weird, and I know I do sound a little nuts. I know that, but I knew it was going to be scary, but it was never an option for me that he wasn't going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is when I continue to fall more in love with her, because my personality is ride or die, but you don't truly know like who's ride or die until it really comes down to it. That she was that through and through. So when she was going down this path, I'm like, I'm right there with you. Fuck it, dude. Let's go. Yeah. Like, let's roll. Like if you feel that way and you genuinely feel that way, I'm right here with you. Yeah. Like, doesn't matter.
You'd have to.
Yeah. And then so
we get sent back from Porto after that.
I hit 36.
By the way, the good news about her mom not being there, she literally would have fought him. And I'm not kidding. She would have fought him.
She's the nicest lady ever.
Because we were relying on him. You know, we were relying on him.
She's just feisty. She would have been like, "What are you talking about?" You know.
Sure.
Like, she's just a little.
Her grandkid or her daughter. I get it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So then 36 weeks hits, and it was like 4 a.m. and I felt this detach in my stomach. Like it was like a last kick. I literally told him he's giving up.
She woke me up.
I said that. I'm like, he's giving up. Like, this isn't good. I'm in pain. He's in pain. This is not good. And he's like, okay, well, we have our monitor appointment at like 7 a.m., right? I'm like, yeah.
And he always used to kick when she would drink this smoothie. Mm-hmm. So I got her the smoothie.
You need to go get me the smoothie.
Because he would always
test it.
Yeah, he would always kick.
It was so funny.
Interesting.
So I got it, and he didn't move.
Didn't move at all. Like nothing.
And this is the middle of the night?
4 a.m. to 7 a.m. And I'm like, oh my God, it's bad. Like, we got to go. So we go, and
Dr. Wilkes sets her all up.
They started saying he had a heart problem. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have a heart problem. He's got kidney problems. Let's get this straight.
Well, his heart was pancaking.
He was giving up.
His heart was pumping so hard that it was actually like the walls of his heart were touching when it would, because it was working so hard.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So he's basically like
suffocating,
giving out. Yeah. So Paul Wilkes walks in, and he's like, literally, I'll never forget it. He was like, fuck it.
No. This is
now.
This is the funny part, because I'm very concerned at the moment. We had all this bad news along the way. I mean, she was going weekly, and nothing was ever changing. It was always like, something's wrong, but we don't know what it is. So we're all in this together. Let's keep it going, kind of a thing, right? So I was involved in all these, because you never know when something was going to be said, right? It was like a day by day basis, and he comes in and goes, you guys we're gonna have this baby today.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like 4 o'clock, but today I don't feel we're not leaving this baby. I just want to monitor for a couple hours, but you guys you're gonna be parents today. Another great bedside manner. They hear you're gonna be parents today when you've been told all this shit. Amazing guy.
It's too different, yeah.
And just words have meaning, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. Of course you're cold.
It's freezing in here, dude. And I'm like, I get a GOHUNT blanket.
So I call my mom. I'm like, hey, so we're in with Wilkes. She felt something last night. Wilkes is telling us we're going to have this baby today, and it's most likely going to be, 4 o'clock. Just tell everyone. I don't want to deal with it. You schedule everybody. So Mom was like, oh, okay. So she schedules everyone. Then he walked back in. Like literally 30 minutes later.
Flew in the door, and he was like, fuck it, we're going right now. I don't like this. I don't like the way this looks. Nope.
It doesn't feel right. And he was like really animated. He's always like a very bubbly, very easygoing guy.
It was
and he was like jacked up. He's like, I don't like this. My gut feeling, I walked away. I don't like this. We're going right now. Literally right now. I have an ambulance coming. I'm getting in my car. I'm meeting you down there. We're doing this right now.
We went.
So I call my mom. This is 30 minutes after I just told her, hey,
like, 4 o'clock. Baby.
Call my mom. I'm like,
she's like, what?
By the way, it's right now. She's like, what? She was at Target. She was shopping for all kinds of shit at Target for her birth and my sister-in-law's birth. She left everything, literally just left a cart.
She's like,
ran out.
I gotta go.
A full cart.
So we got in the ambulance and went down.
Went down Sunrise and basically
had a baby.
Yeah, and they ripped him out of me.
I got pulled aside right before. This is like one of those, in my mind, one of those things I'll never be able to shake, right?
Yeah.
But I got pulled aside by Dr. Wilkes. And he said, hey, listen, we'll hand your wife the baby. You guys can spend your time with it. When you're done mourning, let me know. And I'm like,
I didn't know any of this.
He's like, I want it, your wife doesn't need to know. But like, you guys can take as long as you want. But if I hand you guys a baby, take your time and let me know when you want us to come get him. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
But honestly, like, there's so much going on in the moment. It doesn't,
Yeah,
like,
it's
it hits
such
me
a
harder.
weird-
Register.
It's
Hits
like
me
the
harder
movies.
now to think about
Yeah.
than in the moment. Because in the moment, you're, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
game face and let's go.
Yeah. And you're trying to be supportive for your wife.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we go in there. I'm behind the big blue sheet. I don't know if
Yeah, I've been
anybody's
there.
familiar
I've
with
had-
C-section.
I've done this. I've done
Yeah.
emergency C-section.
Yeah,
Yeah,
emergen-
my oldest was, I mean,
Wild.
yeah, I mean, same thing, middle of the night, heartbeat irregular.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, 3 a.m. I went and grabbed the nurse. I said, this doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, I'll call the doctor. He came in. He's like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of irregular, but not crazy. And he came, same kind of deal. Came back in about an hour later and was like, what do you think? And I said, I think we should have a baby. He's like, you're okay with it? My
That's
wife
the
was
trail
like,
I
Yeah.
know right
yeah,
there.
my wife.
Trail would just be dead line, dead center.
Yeah,
Let's do
my
this.
wife was
Let's do
like,
it.
nah, she freaked. It was our first kid. Same as you guys. I mean,
no, it's,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
such a scary, like,
super scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I said, yeah, let's do it. Let's have a baby. And so we went and had a baby.
So you're behind the blue sheet.
Yeah, I'm
You
behind
know.
the blue
And You
sheet.
can't see.
Yeah.
They don't let you look at the
They
emergency.
did then.
They let you?
Yeah, they did.
They
Yeah.
they kept
Oh.
us.
But
Yeah.
with my first kid, the second two, we had 3 C-sections, and
Oh.
my second 2 kids, I wasn't allowed, but the first one I
Yeah.
did, and I mean, it's
It's pretty gnarly.
yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. I didn't get to see that. I was
I mean,
kept
I could
behind
go
a,
in. I'll tell you later.
I hear it's a big hole.
Yeah.
A big hole.
Which
Oh.
is so crazy.
It's like
And a
you're
living being.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking. I mean, anyway, you can paint the picture yourself.
You know what's
out there if
interesting
you
too
want,
is that
but
as a hunter, like being
Mhm.
familiar with body cavities and
Mhm.
thing, it's kind of weird to know where they're cutting and
Yeah.
what's
Yeah, it's
there. You know.
Yeah, it was
No.
Crazy.
It's heavy.
Ugh. So, anyways, we're behind the sheet.
Yeah. I flooded the
Yeah.
ER with his fluid because of his kidneys. They
Part
were so
part of
big.
what his complications in utero with those big kidneys
Mhm.
is he would produce a ton.
Of
What's that? Amniotic fluid.
Amniotic fluid.
Yeah, amniotic
A
fluid.
ton, like off the fucking Richter scale,
Mhm.
ton. That was the other. So
I
not
was
only did he
almost
have big
carrying
kidneys,
triplets of
yeah.
Oh wow.
fluid.
So the big
Yeah.
kidneys was creating a lot of other complications. That was
Mhm.
like the baseline of it.
Gotcha.
But then like this fluid thing, there was a lot of other
I
complications.
literally
with
heard,
It.
shh.
Yeah, she flooded. Like the Dr. Wilkes looked like he was wading across the river.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. He had like wet
Yeah.
scrubs.
Huh.
That's how much fluid.
So when
came
he's
out of me.
born, is he?
The wildest thing ever. Because
No, non-responsive
You know,
or-
it's when you lose the context of like in the moment,
Mhm.
and it's just in story now. It's kind of hard to like put it in perspective. But like you hear all this stuff from 22 weeks on, right? We ran the gamut of shit from 22 weeks all the way on, and get pulled aside right before I'm gonna hand you a kid, whatever. All I remember, you're pretty out of it. She was
pretty out of it, but I felt like I was dying. Seriously, I remember looking up.
her
at
heart
my,
rate got to like 210 or something. She was
Huh.
she was
yeah, it was
going
bad.
nuts.
I kept telling like,
I
don't feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I was.
So I have
saying.
her yelling that, and they're telling me it's dangerous for her. All the doctors
Yep.
are saying, and I'm like, holy fuck,
Yeah,
what is
I
going
was
on? What is going like
super
right
traumatic. Yeah.
in the moment? And then all I hear is unresponsive,
Yeah.
which now knowing what we know, it's like kind of normal. It's like just
Yeah.
a normal call. Like
means
it just
they
means he's
didn't
not crying.
Didn't cry. Coming
Yeah.
out.
Well,
So-
we're thinking like.
Yeah.
you know.
In your
I didn't-
situation,
how am I
you're-
supposed to know that's a
I'm
normal
like, who
call
yells
sign?
that?
That's a normal call sign.
Oh
No,
man.
So I'm like, here we go. Like
Good
now in my
God,
mind,
this
I'm
is the moment.
balancing
Yeah,
all this stuff,
exactly.
right?
Ugh.
And in no way, I'm the one balancing. In no way is this harder for me though. Like I am very aware that this is much harder on a mother and
It's-
much harder,
it's the
right?
same.
Like
I think
I'm just the one
Yeah.
facilitating, right?
I get mine's a little more physical, but it's the same.
I was just
feeling.
trying to manage as
Yeah.
best I could all these situations, and unresponsive, and I don't feel right is what she's saying, and I'm like, I can't see over the blue thing anyways, so I'm like telling her, I'm like, you're good,
We're okay.
things are happening, like we're okay. You have a doctor right here next to you. I'm talking to him, and she's like kind of out of it, and I don't know how long it was.
Yeah,
it feels
so
like it wasn't that long.
The neonatal.
The neonatal doctor comes around the screen and goes, "You want to meet your son?" Like all chipper.
Literally, you
chipper.
guys, we can't make it up. He's like, "Come meet your son." We're
Yeah,
like,
you
I
wanna-
literally looked at Lorenzo. I'm like,
He's like, "You want to meet your
"Is he
son?"
alive?"
And I'm like,
I-
"Yeah." No
what
one,
are you talking
no
about?
one had told
Like,
us.
Right.
So I go over there
It
and look
was-
at him, and he had the meanest fucking look on his face you'd
me,
ever
I
seen.
have the picture.
Mean,
That's
like
hilarious.
mean mugging, like you could not believe. Like,
Is he
I don't
crying
know.
at that point?
No,
No.
he had
never.
a
Just-
they
He
shoved a tube
immediately
Okay.
was intubated,
immediately
Okay,
because they
gotcha.
didn't know what he.
Yeah.
So it was immediate, like all the protocol,
Everything.
right? Every protocol you can imagine.
Yep.
So he's mean mugging the fuck out of all these doctors, and I'm like, so I take a picture of him. I'm like, holy shit. So I go back to her and I'm like, he's alive, like he's
I'm like, what?
yeah, like he's
What
alive,
is going
and
on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say.
No one did. We were just all like looking at
Like
each
in
other,
shock,
like,
and then I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, it's a bizarre. I mean, you can't. My mom and dad, brothers and sisters, they've talked to me. This is kind of what to expect. This is what it'll be. You can't prep for that. It's just
No.
like this is.
No.
It feels alien. You're like,
It's-
this is the most bizarre thing
It's
that
bizarre.
I could. It's more bizarre than I could have
And I
imagined
know we
ever.
even kind of sound like we're not laughing when we tell the story, but
It's
like
just
we
wild.
sound crazy. But
It's
it's just like
wild.
it was
Well,
seriously
the other thing,
craziest thing
Yeah.
we've
the other
ever
thing,
done.
he is alive, but he's like hooked up to a bunch of
Sure.
shit already.
And
He's
you're
got
like,
the tube in his
what?
mouth. He's got these
Right.
things on his
Yeah.
head. Because you have to monitor everything. So I'm like, I can't touch him. I can't. And so I go back to her. I'm like, he's
good,
good,
but like
I guess. Like I
Yeah,
vividly
so far, so
remember. I'm
good.
like, he's good. I think.
Yeah.
Like I
yeah.
don't know.
And then they
Well, then-
carried, and then they wheeled
And
him.
then
And
the
you
same
went.
guy came and got me. He was like, hey, you need to follow us to the NICU. I'm like, okay. So me and my brother came with me to go up to the NICU, and that was, I mean, you're just like following
Yeah.
Yep.
this band of people in a
Mhm.
isolette, like this like box
Yep.
thing. So we go up in there and still no answers. Like I'm sitting there like, well,
Yeah,
like, what
what
was the
are we
word?
doing?
Like,
Yeah.
is it polycystic
Crazy.
infantile disease, whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah,
kidney
I
disease?
still don't even know what it
They
said
also
it was.
said Perlman syndrome.
Yeah,
They
3
told us.
days. You live
One
for 3
doctor
days.
swore it was Perlman syndrome. One doctor swore it was polycystic kidney disease. One doctor swore it was what's the
So even then, they had no idea.
no. And what's the other one where they just thought
And
his kidneys were just straight cancer cells? What's
Oh,
that
yeah.
called?
Nephro.
Something I can't pronounce anyways.
Mhm.
But like they thought his kidneys were not kidneys. They were just, both of them were just
Cancer
huge
cells?
masses of cancer.
Mhm.
And like he didn't even develop kidneys. They were just big
Mhm.
masses of cancer. So that's everything we had known. So now I go up there and there's still no answers, but he's alive. But this is something we could have avoided if,
Yeah.
30,
30.
the
I should've
first
had
the
him at
first
33
doctor,
weeks.
the doctor who told us it was polycystic kidney, whatever.
Mhm.
If he would have been a little more open-minded, let's say, or I don't know what the word is, we could have avoided this part of it because
Yeah, completely.
he put in everybody's mind it was like he had to make it to 40 weeks if he has any chance of beating this and all this shit. So he was in such distress when he was born.
He had a stroke.
He had a stroke in the left side.
Mhm. So no, I'm sorry, the right side.
The right side,
'cause
which
the
would
left
affect
side
his
won't
left side.
work. So immediately they tell us his left side's not going to work because he had a stroke.
Ugh.
So that was like
And we had to body cool him.
the first
Like,
bad
I didn't
news.
even know this shit exists. You put him on a blue, like, ice paper,
We literally put him in a coma.
and you put him in an
and then-
induced state, right, where he's like an induced coma,
Mhm.
and you cool them for 4 days. So his body temperature was like 71 or 72 degrees, something like that. And what it is, it's like they do it to a lot of adult stroke patients too. It's to keep the swelling down. Because
On the brain.
I have no clue what I'm talking about. Let's just be
Mhm.
clear. I'm just repeating
Yeah, we
everything
just
I was
had to
told
learn
by
what we needed
much
to learn.
smarter people than myself. The issue isn't necessarily the stroke itself; it's the inflammation that follows.
Yes.
So they body cool to keep the inflammation down. So for 4 days, you can't because you can't stimulate. You
Mhm.
just need them to lay in a coma, really.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's for 4 days, we're in the hospital, and all you could do is just go look at him. Can't touch him. Can't
Right.
nothing because
Yeah.
he's
The first time I
body
saw
cooled.
him, I literally projectile vomited everywhere.
yeah. She did.
Really?
Yeah.
It was
Just too
horrible.
much.
Yeah,
It's too much.
I think I couldn't take it. I don't know, like maybe
Yeah.
like from all the months that I like held it in. I don't know.
Just the amount of stress I can
Oh,
imagine
she-
would just
Oh.
overwhelm you.
She let it go.
Yeah.
Demons came out.
Yeah.
Literally, they were bringing out those bags.
Yeah.
They were just like handing him over, handing him over, handing him over. It was.
You know, Dumb and
really
Dumber, where he
Yeah,
fills
yeah.
Yeah.
the bottles.
Yeah.
It was that, but
Yeah,
in
it
this
was,
version.
It was horrible. And then too, it really got to me because the nurse was like, "He knows you're here," and I'm like, "What?" what do you mean he knows?
It's pretty wild. You can see
His
his
vitals
levels.
started spiking because he felt me. And then I like lost it because I was like, oh my God. Like,
Sure.
You know, and like
Yeah.
you leave your kid like to be in a coma.
They don't want you.
Yeah.
Anybody like in the NICU, you think they're the biggest assholes on the planet?
Oh.
Dude, they're doing what
Doing their job.
they need to do, right? Like they don't want you in there. There is a much bigger thing happening than you holding your son's hand, right? Like they want you to hold your son's hand forever, not in that moment, right? So like you're not welcome in there in these situations, and it's like you can feel it, and in the moment it's like you want to.
And then like
It's the only
all I
place you wanna
wanted
be,
to
Yeah,
do,
sure.
and you want to motherfucking you want to do
there's
this,
no other place
but
you
they're
wanna be.
just doing what they need to do, right?
What were the doctors? So, what were they saying to you guys now? Like, he has this % chance of living. Like he may never come
They
out.
didn't even know, though. That's
it
what
was
was
still
wrong.
literally day to day. It could be anywhere from 3 days to 3 weeks of living. That is still where
They
we
just
were
didn't
at.
know.
But they had
literally
no
didn't
clue.
know anything.
But the one
Especially
thing is,
here.
when he came out, he had normal kidney function. Normal,
That's what they
totally.
kept telling
Creatinine
us.
levels, all like these kidney function things they test. He was peeing like a madman. Got big kidneys.
Like a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
Peeing like a Clydesdale. Like
He does.
big
He still
kidneys.
does.
Big kidneys also mean a lot of pee.
Dude.
A lot
Good
of pee.
flow.
And so it was still like very unknown. They did they drew some blood to like go test the blood now.
Well, little did they know, if they really, instead of just being one-track mind, that it was the kidneys, they missed that all of his organs were enlarged.
Liver,
so it was his pancreas
pancreas.
the whole time. It's not even his kidneys.
Well, his kidneys
he
were
has,
massively overgrown,
he
but they weren't
has-
causing any issues.
No, like
It
he's
was
going to
his-
grow into
pancreas.
It was
that.
his pancreas
His
that was
pancreas
causing
was
all
the
of the
size of a
issues.
300-pound man. So, like, you were just writing him off. And then
Based on this one thing, you know?
And then I would have had to live with that, by the way. Here he is, like, living life, just a vibrant maniac,
Yeah.
like, loves to go.
And it
And
was-
you were
it was
going to
his
tell
pancreas.
me to terminate over something that wasn't even
Yeah.
close.
To the root problem.
So we're in the NICU here in Vegas, and
Crazy.
you know, Vegas does not have good medicine. There's a reason for it, actually. It has to do with the insurance companies
We found
and
out a
some
lot of
malpractice stuff.
going through this.
Vegas, Nevada is just known for very bad medicine. The doctors who can't make it most other places, you can have practice here, right? Like it's a weird. I'm not saying I'm not at all saying they're all bad. There are definitely good doctors here.
So if I
Dr.
go-
Wilkes.
If I go back to medical school, Vegas is my
Vegas.
jam.
Yeah.
That's like you ever see
You're gonna make
you
it.
ever
With my
see
GPA?
you ever see the doctors
I'm gonna make it.
you ever see the doctors that studied in like Guam? I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing some weird shit out. You can practice medicine here in Florida. Here in Florida, the places. So, anyways, you know, they're not all bad, but in our situation,
For
they
what
were
we
all
went through, they were bad.
they
I'm
were all
gonna say
bad,
it.
beyond bad. No answers, no nothing, all this stuff. So we were in the NICU, and he kept. He came out of. Let's just to finish this story. He came out of body cooling, and and one of the doctors said, "Look, you're going to know a lot when he wakes up out of body cooling. Like that's if he wakes up, we should be on a good path."
Yeah. If I'm like, what?
Well, that little
What do you
shithead
mean?
woke right up and was like ready
Let's
to
go.
rock again, like totally. And I'm like, okay, well, I saw how mean he looked.
Is this third day?
This is fifth day.
Fifth day.
So-
5 days.
So born 4 days of body cool, and then come out of the
Gotcha.
it's like a day and a half of coming slowly
You
raising
have
their
to,
body
like,
temperature
wean 'em
up,
off of, like,
all this stuff.
Gotcha.
And this little shit woke right up. It makes all the sense in the world now.
As
seeing
to
him at
as
3
he
and a
is
half
right
years
now.
old. Woke right up and was like ready to rock again. And so we're like, well, that's got to be a good sign.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
but
I
then,
don't
well,
know.
he could this, and well, he could that.
I'm
so
like, what do you mean?
Nothing was ever changing. Like nothing was ever okay. We're off the kidneys thing. They were gonna put in a port for chemotherapy. He didn't even have.
Gonna give him chemo.
He didn't even have a cancer mass.
No.
But they were like, they didn't know.
We need to shrink him.
Yeah, we need to
Shrink
shrink
what?
his kidneys. Why would you shrink his kidneys if they're producing normal renal functions? Like, why mess with them? So these doctors here, this, that, and the other, love my dad to death. He, him and I have different personalities. I'm a lot more passive. He's a lot more grab the reins and
Thank God in this situation.
make shit happen. And, I can say I've been frustrated by it more times than not, but in this moment, I can't thank God more that he is who he is. And after 4 weeks of
the low blood
no
sugars.
answers, not getting better, more complications, just a bunch of shit still.
No
We just went
answers.
through a full pregnancy with no answers. Now we're 4 weeks of a living baby after being told it's going to be 3
Being
days to 3
poked
weeks.
and
And getting his blood drawn every hour.
They didn't know what they're
this
doing.
medicine, that medicine.
They gave him cornstarch.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
The kitchen for his blood sugar.
He's in the NICU. They called up cornstarch out of the cafe
and they shoved it in his nose.
that's what regulates blood sugars the best is cornstarch. And he was having a lot of blood sugar issues
Because of the pancreas.
because the pancreas was so
Which
big.
till when we found out.
So they bring that up. They can't digest cornstarch. A baby can't. I can't remember what's the age.
Blue is colon.
Oh,
What's the age?
wow.
Like 2 years old. They
3?
can't digest
Yeah, 2 or
cornstarch.
3.
It's too heavy for him, for a
Jeez.
baby. So it blew his small intestine out, so he went septic.
Oh.
So now he literally code blues, close to, and then we have to take him off all food, so no breast milk, no nothing for 10 days. He was NPO, which stands for
Again,
some
so now he's
Latin thing. They can't eat nothing.
Ugh.
after he was being fed.
Yeah.
And then
He's just fighting this whole time.
Oh, by the way,
but it was horrible.
I just realized about how to get the name Turtle when he was first born. When he was laying on his stomach, body cooling, his abdomen is so overpronounced from his liver, pancreas, and both kidneys. It is so overpronounced and circular. It looked like a turtle with little, his
Gotcha.
arms and legs
Right.
poking
There
out.
you go.
And my
And-
sister said, "He looks like a turtle." And we're like,
And then when we looked around, the entire hospital has turtles. They had turtle
Oh,
statues.
really?
Everything
Everywhere.
was turtle. Everything.
and then we're
Wallpaper.
and then
It was so weird.
Turtles are the healthiest, live the longest, the
Yeah,
wisest, the toughest.
That's right.
They're
So
just a little slow.
We're like, they're just a little slow to the race,
Yeah.
And we're like, holy shit, this is a sign.
This is him.
Like we found solace kind of in this.
Yeah.
Like this is a sign.
And
Like these
then
doctors
literally
don't know.
everyone kept calling him turtle.
They don't know They don't know shit. Like literally, they don't know anything.
So this has been 4 weeks at this
Yeah,
point?
4 weeks. So then my dad came in and literally tore the NICU apart. Not to the other kids and stuff, just the people in it. Like, we're getting this fucking baby out of here. You guys don't know what the hell you're doing.
He did all of
this
his
stuff.
he was
He did.
researching everything.
Unknowing to me, my dad was going home every night from the NICU. He would come and see us. I stayed in the NICU with her. Every day he would come see us, and every night he'd go home, and him and my mom would do a bunch of research. And they found a contact at CHOP that specialized in like these issues he was having, and it was low blood sugars and enlarged organs and all this stuff, right? Like he just putting all this stuff together. Well, he found Children's Hospital Philadelphia. We still didn't know what he had. And he was doing what these doctors should have been doing, right? But it's on him. Her and I are just trying to like manage.
I'm just trying to
imagine your emotion. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing: as a new dad, I mean, you don't know. You go to a doctor, you assume that the doctors know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well,
They're a doctor, especially when
He's a
you're
doctor.
Yeah, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he know? He's
Yeah.
a doctor. Went to school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know anything,
Here's what I
right?
come to find out.
You don't know what you
It's
don't know.
called practicing medicine for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron, and the last guy to be drafted who's sit on the bench his entire life but got to dress out in an NBA jersey, they both get to say they're professional athletes.
Yeah.
They both do the same job, right? They're both in the NBA, both on a team, very different people.
Right.
If you were going to draft a team, very different,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what we learned in this medicine world.
Yeah, it's true.
So my dad tore the place up. Anyways, basically threatened everybody that we're taking the baby out, and we got him a bed and CHOP. And so after 4 weeks, 5 days, we went to CHOP.
I remember when we
Philadelphia.
were leaving, I was like we're getting him out of here, and they're like, well, he could die in the air. He'll probably die in
That's
the
what
air.
they kept telling us.
I said I would rather
not
him
stable
die
enough.
in the air than literally
Stay
sit
here.
here and watch you do one more thing.
Poke him, prod him, this
I know
test,
the
that
kid
test,
would
with no answers.
You guys scream. all day long because they didn't even know what they were just like, oh, now we got to pull this blood. And literally just just nuts.
It's like it was like a fire drill, chaotic fire drill all the time.
Then
right?
The night before, though, the day that we lost it, the main doctor came in and knelt down, and she goes, he's been body cooled. And we're like, yeah, we know. So, he's just probably basically trying to say he was like a slow, like he's not with it. Like he's not with it.
It's not their fault. It's the baby's
it's not,
too.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
The baby's too degraded. It's not their fault. It's the baby's responses.
Was done. I was like, no, he is fine. Again.
After he made it through everything they said he wouldn't. He's not going to do this. Did it. He's not going to wake right up after body cool.
Did it.
Not going to do this.
He's not going to be able to eat.
Did it. Not going to be able to eat. Perfectly ate in a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like
everything they kept saying, well, he's not going to do it. He would do it. Every single
He's not going to be able to move his left side of his body. The left side of his body is a little bit.
He was literally moving his left side. I'm like, you just said he couldn't move his left side because he had a stroke. Like, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. So that's when, and my mom was there for that.
And all the swelling and stuff, the left side of his body was smaller because all the swelling and the way it all worked. His right kidney was a little bit bigger, so it just kind of made him disproportionate. And so they kept saying, like, see the left, he's not going to move it. Day later, throwing his left arm around like he's Mike Tyson,
Literally.
He's throwing a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
What is going on? Right?
So we get to Chop, get him in there.
Dr. Kalish
walks in.
Dr. Jennifer Kalish at Chop.
Oh, yeah. Looks good. We'll see you tomorrow. We're like.
She walked in. They're 3 hours ahead. It's a 4.5-hour plane flight. He gets air med. Her and I get there before. You can't fly in the air med flight because they don't want you in there. They got a job to do, right?
In case things go down.
They had a texter, so we were getting texts like, "Hey, we're here. Hey, we're there. It's doing great, whatever." So we're at Chop we're at Philadelphia when he shows up. We're with the ambulance for the Children's Hospital. Gets off the plane, gets in. We go to the hospital, and I'm an 11. But like 11 is the one thing I'm pretty superstitious about. Like I'm not very superstitious, but I'm born on 11/11. Numbers have always been 11. Like every time I listen to volume, it's got to be 38 or 47.
Lorenzo's super weird with 11.
With 11, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm weird with 11.
In Vegas?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that about you.
You're a November guy too.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So
he's 11, big time.
The bed here was 11. The parking spot we pulled into in Philadelphia with the ambulance was 11. His bed in Philadelphia was 11. It was wild how all that happened. Our hotel room that we checked into was 11.
What?
It was wild.
It was, you guys, I
wild.
swear. There's so many weird things with this story. It's like.
It's just, mysterious things, right? That all, everything's connected. I genuinely believe that.
Too.
I always did, but now I'm like dead set on it. Anyways, we get there and all this shit we've just talked about for probably way too long and in way too much detail, but Dr. Kalish walks in. He's bed 11 in NICU in Philadelphia. Her in a brand new spot. I've never been to Philly in my entire life.
No.
Like never been there. And so we're in a brand new place, have no clue how long we're going to be there for. We're in the NICU, like making sure everything's set up. We meet the NICU nurses, amazing people. Much better than here. And their nurses were
unbelievable,
wildly better than our like actual doctors, which her and I noticed.
A whole other world.
Her and I noticed immediately the level. Like that's their nurses that are levels above, So she walks in. I'm Dr. Kalish. I'm the one that wanted to get him here and meet her. Great, nice to meet you. She goes over, looks at my son. He's still got tubes, like feeding tubes, breathing tubes, stuff. Checks his lips, checks his head, everything. Like looks at a couple things and goes, yeah, he'll be fine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're like,
what?
So I can't
make it up.
I don't do well in that. I'm like, no. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
She's like, look, I'm telling you.
We have some things to do, but.
Yeah, she's like, I'm telling you, you guys are in for a long road, but I'm telling you he's fine. Like, we'll have the full doctor team here. This is 9 o'clock at night. She met us there.
Yeah.
I mean, she already worked a full day.
Yeah.
This is 9 o'clock at night by the time we got all settled. She's like, yeah, we'll have the full doctor team here tomorrow. I'm just telling you, he's fine.
What?
And I swear, was that not the first day he smiled? Swear.
Did that give you probably the
first day he smiled?
Mm-hmm. I immediately, you guys,
probably
I slept.
First night of sleep you
I
had.
slept amazingly well
Yeah,
that night.
Yeah.
Amazingly well. And then every day we were there. We lived in Philadelphia for 5 months, 4.5 months,
something like that.
4.5 months.
Maybe 4.
You just progressively.
So this is why
got
she was
better.
not practicing her archery shooting. We lived in Philadelphia for 4 or 4.5 months, something like
Yeah,
that.
and then we got
We got a short-term apartment right there, right next to the hospital. Because we were in for a long road, but every day he would get progressively better, which is a lot easier to live in a place, you know. And her and I, like, we'd be lying if we said we don't hold a little bit of guilt that, you know, we're the lucky ones that get better news every day. Because when you live in the NICU,
Yeah.
the opposite is
Most people, a lot
more
of people
often
don't.
true. And it's you know,
And it's something that haunts you kind of forever. Like,
how are we the ones that got good news every day?
yeah. And two,
You know?
you unfortunately look at your kid a little more in detail, like a science project almost, because they'll tell you, you know, scary bursts. You got to look for later things like.
This is a huge milestone, and
Yeah,
hand to mouth
milestones with
is
him,
a
you know.
huge milestone, and
Always miles.
Is his left
crossing
side still
crossing center of body
working?
is huge milestone.
It was just like things like that. So the first like year, 2,
Yeah.
it was just
That-
constant.
That time in Philly was it was oddly enjoyable, though, if that makes any sense. We're living in a new place. Life was so simple.
Well, here's
We'd
the thing: is
wake
it puts it in perspective for you of the things that really matter, right?
Entirely.
I mean,
Literally nothing matters.
nothing matters, and you don't just realize that in those kind of moments. You know it,
Yeah.
like it's you totally know
Yep.
your whole body, everything that you are. That really,
Yeah.
all this. Everything else that
Stuff.
goes around it, stuff, job, all that stuff doesn't really.
this is where I
it's
will-
really the only thing
I will
that
be
matters.
indebted to Chris Border for the rest of my life, and I tell him all the time. I mean, what he took on while I was entirely gone for that. I mean, it's incredible. So I tell him all the time, like, there's no way I would have been able to spend every single day with her and my son in Philadelphia if he wasn't who he is here at GOHUNT, right? Like, just it's so I got to focus on what mattered, and literally nothing else did. And
Yeah.
life was it was oddly enjoyable because it was so
Yeah,
simple.
it was
We'd
weird.
wake up, we'd go to the bagel shop,
Yeah.
get a coffee and a bagel.
I can
On the
see
way to the
that.
NICU. The NICU
Yeah.
opened at 7:30, something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Go on
It
and
would
spend
open
the
at
day.
so we'd go get our breakfast, coffee, go spend the day
We
with him,
just literally sit and stare at him.
sit and stare at him. Got you know,
He's probably got to talk a lot.
Yeah.
a lot.
No, we
That's
did.
probably in a lot of ways really good for.
It's great.
It was.
It's great.
It was awesome. We got, and then your mom, my mom. I mean, we all.
They'd come out and visit.
Yeah. It was fun, like in a weird way. I know that sounds really weird.
Looking
but-
back, you know, you go to Pat's and Gino's, go
Yeah.
get a cheesesteak. Like it was. This is where a little bit of the guilt comes from. Like, we got to enjoy the answers. We got to enjoy the news we were getting, because we were the insanely lucky ones that were just progressively getting better news.
Because it's not like that in the NICU.
No,
Yeah.
you know. And so, anyways, we ended up. He's had 7 surgeries. He had his first one.
You had like hernias, a lot of hernias
Six
from all
6
the.
months old,
No,
because that would have been a month here. 4 months old,
he had
something
it
like that.
2 months old, 2 or 3 months old, and that was his pancreas. His pancreatectomy.
Actually, yeah, 2 months old, because we would have been here for a month, then a month there, then we took his pancreas. They had to take his pancreas out. So he's had a full,
He's number 525 to ever have it done.
525th kid to have a full pancreatectomy.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
he
got
has
no
2%
pancreas.
left.
So this doesn't happen. This isn't
No.
something that.
And this is a funny story too. I mean, you are at CHOP, right? So like, I don't mind that they ask this, but they're like, hey, so, you know, the doctor who does this and created this, Dr. Adzik, he is in Italy doing some like training, something, but his predecessor is here and he can do it, or you can wait 2 weeks until Adzik comes back. We're like, I'm waiting for LeBron. Like, get that guy.
Yeah, well,
no disrespect.
It was,
no disrespect, because it
talk
is
to
it
him,
is
it was-
CHOP. Like, the guy, I'm sure the next guy in line is unbelievably incredible.
Right.
But like, when you're told it's the guy,
Yeah.
I want that guy.
Yep.
Like, this is my son. I want
That
that
was
guy.
scary because here at the NICU they messed up and gave him the wrong pick line. They gave him an
Oh
adult
yeah, that
pick
was
line.
a whole nother thing.
What's
And
pick line?
It
They put
just-
it in your.
They put it right here to the main like artery.
They get
Femoral
he needed
artery?
he needed
Something
such
like
heavy
that.
medicines to keep him alive, like very heavy medicine dosages. He needed a lot of sugar, like straight dextrose, a lot of other medicines to keep him alive, and they put it as close to the heart as possible.
just like
So they put a plastic gauge in your femoral artery, and they run the line
Straight from the
right
heart.
real close to the heart, because the medicines are so strong it can't sit in your bloodstream. So as soon as it gets right next to the heart and deploys medicine, the heart pumps it out. So it's like dispersed
Instantly.
immediately.
Yeah.
yeah, and
So it's called a PICC line,
yeah.
but
So
they put an
messed
adult
up,
size in.
and it blocked it. Long story short, blocked it, and then we did a pancreatectomy.
I get to sound smart. It occluded. The PICC line occluded because it
He's
was
a
so.
smart one with this stuff. I'm
I
like,
I remember the words. It developed a blood thrombus on top of it. So it,
Included and
and it-
thrombus in the
yes.
same sentence.
so it
Hear that?
occluded from a blood
he's
thrombus.
not just a hunter.
Word
not
of the
just a
day.
hunter. And no medicine was getting in. And so he recovered from a pancreatectomy
with no meds.
with no pain meds.
Oh,
so he
wow.
code blued from pain.
Yeah.
So that was
Bet 11.
probably the scariest ever. Like that's something that haunts me, and I know it haunts your mom.
It haunts me too because I wasn't there.
At this point, he's how old?
2 months old.
2 months. Okay.
Yeah, like I want to say like 2.5, 2 months,
Two.
probably something like that.
Gotcha.
But I have a lot of guilt and shame on this too because, I had held it together really well, and we had gotten a lot of getting good news daily doesn't mean it was always a good day, right? Like, and this was probably the worst day there was. Is he came out of the surgery, and he was, what'd they call it what do they call it?
Yeah, they bear down.
He would
hold your breath.
Yeah.
and he would clench all of his muscles and he would stop breathing because he was in so much pain. So I'm, watching him recover. She's in there. She's nursing herself. She's
I'm
pumping, and I'm like,
What a party.
And
Dude,
it was the one time I couldn't take it because we had gotten good news, and this was like. This was
really
multiple
bad, though. It
steps
was really, really
backwards
scary.
from
you
what I
think
was seeing.
you're on the
that
road
We're
to
like, oh my
recovery.
all
God,
these
this is
flashbacks.
what they're talking about. You know what
all
I
these
mean?
flashbacks to
Like,
Vegas when he code blue
This is
here,
what the
right?
doctor was talking about.
Yeah, like this is the hiccups that everyone's
there.
talking about. Like it is happening, And so like your mind just goes into a whirlwind. So anyways, I went to the gym. I went to go run.
Yeah, he took off.
I had to get out of there. I couldn't take it, and I hold a lot of guilt in that because that's probably one of the times I should have been there most, not just listening to what the doctors say.
I think it was best that you were gone for that.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
So he essentially got his pancreas removed and then no
No
pain
meds.
because of
It occluded.
that blockage. He couldn't get the medicine.
So right then, after he code blued, which was literally horrible,
It's probably a good thing I didn't see it.
the doctor freaked out. He was like, "Get that."
Love
he
this guy, too.
Freaked out. Get that fucking PICC line out. We're putting in a new
We're
one
doing this right
now.
here.
So they
Did
went
surgery in the NICU, which I didn't know they
They
could do.
paralyzed
That's why
him.
they don't want you in there.
Right.
Yeah, they paralyzed him on like gave him
Meds.
something,
Meds,
and
yeah.
then they ran one right here, so he has a scar here forever, and
A scar
here.
there forever.
Yeah,
But they fixed.
but it fixed his.
It's like you think
pain.
about shotguns, right? The gauges. Like
Yeah.
there's a 10
Different
gauge
size.
and there's a
Mm-hmm.
20.
28
I don't know shit about
gauge, right?
shotguns.
Well, there's like an 8 gauge. Think of it this way: there's an 8 gauge, which is like a massive shotgun
Yeah.
for an adult, and there's like a 28 gauge, where it's like that's the one you take your kid out hunting with.
Right.
They gave him the 8 gauge,
Yeah.
so his blood vessels, it wasn't
Yeah.
big enough to
Right,
like
to f-
to
yeah.
hold it. So that doctor, like, nope, we're doing this right now. Kicked everyone out. They all had to leave. They did surgery right there.
was
And
amazing.
that fixed them.
So we
Coming out
called
of
this
that.
film The Window.
Yeah.
What does The Window mean to you guys?
So it's very good timing. You just asked that question. When
It's like I do this for a living.
right when he was recovering from that surgery, which that recovery for 2 reasons takes a long time to recover from. One, the trauma of the abdomen and the pancreas. The other is like the body now has to learn
regulate
regulate without
teach itself.
a pancreas.
Right.
So we were still in the hospital, but we got moved to a room. I hate to
floor
call it like
5,
a floor 5.
hyperinsulinism.
Hyperinsulinism
It's that
floor.
level, and
Endocrine floor.
there was like small little window.
We were in our own room.
Yeah.
It was the first night we got to sleep. When we got moved to that, it was the first night we ever got to sleep with our kid.
You're all three in the same room at this
Granted,
point. Like,
we
you
were
get to be in
sleeping-
the room with your kid.
Yeah.
You're not kicked
That
out
must
of
have been
these.
incredible.
Oh, it was
Oh
unbelievable.
my God.
Like
You
after
would've thought-
after everything that you've been through, just the ability to like
Yeah.
be with your own
you
child.
would have thought we were at the best hotel.
Yeah.
We were
Like the NICU, like I
this
said,
is
they
so
don't
awesome.
want you in there.
Yeah.
These rooms, it's all good,
Right.
right? Like even when our moms would come out, we could all hang out in the room, and he's right there in the bed,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
you are welcome
It's like you're
there.
in a little room.
Yeah.
Like they actually have like hospitality to it.
was
Like, hey,
for
can
the
we
first
get you
time
anything?
had
Can we?
a baby that you could.
I laid down
You
on a.
get to do all the things that you think
took-
that you're going to get
Yeah.
to do
I
as
mean,
a
granted-
normal parent. You get to hold your baby and be around him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like feed him like this.
Yeah,
Like
wow.
laying.
He was still hooked up to a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
but we got to take him out of his
he
crib.
He was like this. He was connected always to something for the first 6 months, 7
Yeah.
months of his life.
Yeah.
I always had to carry him. with
So we,
something.
for the first time, picked him up, laid him down, and we got to like lay with
Yeah,
him on
next
a
to
bed,
him with
you
him.
know? It was an
What an incredible feeling.
amazing
oh my
feeling.
God, it was unbelievable.
And this is where the window comes in. Is that room had a window, just one window. I mean, it's a hospital.
that didn't even that went to like cement.
The Ritz Carlton.
It was
But
a
if,
Like,
brick wall.
not even-
but if you got the right angle, you
see
could
out.
see some blue,
Yes.
some blue
Slivers.
sky.
Seriously, we used to laugh because we were like, "This is the first time we've seen sunlight, and it's just like a wall." But we were like so happy because it's the first time we all ever been out of the.
And her and
Thank you.
I, like, I know what the outdoors has done for me and has meant for me. And I, like, as we talk about in the film, like, being an outdoorsman and a hunter, and that was what my family was going to do. And I know how healthy the outdoors is for people. So we kept telling each other, like, if we can't go outside, this is where he's sitting all day. So we'd
We
put him
would
in a little
prop him up.
bassinet so he could see outside. He wasn't looking at fluorescent lights. He was, at sunlight. And
And he
could
would
see
know. I
stuff.
swear, he'd be like,
He'd be so calm when we'd put him in that window. and that's why it's called that, is for 2 months he was hooked
2
up to
months you sat-
machines,
you stayed
recovering.
together in that room.
Yep.
And
And he would
looked out the
sit
little
in that
window.
window for months on end, and that's what I'd play
That
him
was
elk
the
noises, show him our videos. I would show him all kinds of
Yeah.
outdoor videos.
Man, it's the little things, isn't it?
It's the little things.
yeah, it was crazy. We talk about going hunting.
And that's where I'm forever grateful too, is like the fact that I could stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Online business, Chris Porter here, like, holy shit. I feel like it's a weird feeling to think that like my life was set up for that, unknowing what was about to come, right? It's like everything's connected in weird ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we would talk about hunting all the time in there.
Yeah.
When at what point did you get to come home? Like come out? I mean, get back and like get back to more. I mean,
Like normal.
yeah, normal-ish.
June or July, I think
It was
was.
right.
How
it
old
was
would he have been then?
It was
I think
March.
he was.
Yeah, so we were in Philly. We were in Philly
We came
for
back
4
like
months.
June or July because we went to the.
July.
Yeah.
We came back in July. Like July 1st.
But it still wasn't normal.
Yeah.
He was connected with a. He still. The cells were so big in his pancreas that he still needed dextrose. Well, you can only take 22 milligrams dextrose per hour, like your stomach cannot take it. So he was connected to a pump about this big that we would put dextrose in, and it would pump 22 an hour into his stomach through a G tube. So like we became basically nurses for like his first year of life. So like you'd have to grab a pump with him and then everything else, because if you walked away with the pump,
Yeah.
stomach went flying literally, and that happened about 2 different times.
Oh,
My
wow.
mom stepped on his cord.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she's
popped it
gonna
out.
kill
I know
you.
she's gonna. It eats her up every day.
My mom did it too once.
She stepped on the
Yeah.
cord. Had him step on the cord. Popped her right out.
It's hard.
Right.
He's a
You got
big,
cords
and he was
everywhere
a
carrying.
big baby. He was.
How big was he?
9.2 at 36 weeks.
Yeah, I had my first one was a 10 flat.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
My
no.
my other two are both over 9.14 and 9.10.
Holy shit.
They were all
Yeah.
big.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
and
was-
and then
Yeah,
can
they're
you imagine,
giant.
like, so you have that, and then
Yeah,
like,
But
at this time,
pump,
though,
and, like,
At this time, though, he was, because he was been pumped full of dextrose.
Yeah.
That's the only way he could live,
so
is
he
being
was
pumped full
really
of. He was
overweight,
like-
but just fluid. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he literally looked like a little tick. Poor thing. Bless his heart.
Right.
I got to
He's come
be
a long way.
I got to be honest here.
Sometimes I look at the baby pictures, I'm like,
Hey,
I got to be honest too.
my oldest kid, she'd been in labor for a long time, and when he was born, this is no
it's
shit.
scary.
When I first looked at him, I thought, well, I love him because he's my kid, but that is the weirdest looking kid I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, that is the
We
ugliest
say-
baby I've ever seen, and that is not at all what I thought my baby
We
would look
say-
like. But
That is one ugly baby.
no shit, and then we'll both tell you. I mean, my wife would tell you that too. She would be like, he was pretty hideous as a baby.
Dude,
It took 3 or 4 days, and we were kind of like, okay, this is more normal. But like, I'm not.
But can you,
the
can
first,
you imagine, though, pumping
Oh,
more fluids
with
into that?
Yeah, everything else I can't imagine. So I understand. I can relate in that
yeah.
regard.
Because we
That
had been
sliver.
because
Yeah.
we had been being a parent is an amazing thing. Because we had been told that all this stuff was wrong with him, we would look at him and be like, he's cute, isn't he? Yeah, he's cute. Yeah.
Oh, you,
And, like,
you talk
we-
yourself into
Oh,
it.
because
Like,
now
do you think
I'd be like,
he's
no,
cute?
for real. Like,
Now-
he's
No,
fine, right?
like,
yeah, no one would ever know. Like, he's a Nicky baby. Like, that's what we would tell ourselves. We go back and look at pictures now and we're like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
that parent
Well,
bias
can you
is
imagine
real.
dextrose?
Yeah.
Dextrose.
He looked
pure
like
sugar.
a tick.
Just
I mean, and he
huge.
had the big adult kidney, so he was like literally rolls to here.
Yeah.
Right.
I have
was
one
wild.
picture. He looks like a little Italian. Remember the little
Yeah.
dude, little fat sausage?
Yeah.
Fat sausage.
No,
But I mean,
but he was always happy. Like,
we'd always tell him hunting stories.
yeah,
Nicky
I
would
mean,
always.
I don't
yeah.
know, just everything that they kept saying. We never believed it because he was just so into.
And the way I pass the time is daydream.
Yeah.
I'm a
Right.
dreamer. So I would think about is
Honestly,
just
same.
one day we're going to be hunting. One day we're going to be going hunting. Like I just kept telling everybody. There will
Yeah.
be a day that we're
And with
hunting.
the pump,
And that's
we
how I'd
didn't
get through it.
know how long he would have to live with a pump. That's another thing. It's usually like almost 2 years old. He kicked it at like 6 or 7 months old. Yeah.
Yeah, he was off.
So that was another thing. Like, are we going to be able to take him hunting at a young age? Like, is he going to be able to
Right.
get into this? And are we carrying around a pump? Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the expectations? You know, like, you have all these daydreams, but the reality of it was we were sitting there looking at our kid with a pump, and we're like, is he going to be normal? Like,
you can't be too far
we
away
don't
from the
know. And
hospital.
not what's
Right.
normal, right? But like, is he
Right.
going to be able to hunt? Is he going to be able to play sports? Is he
Yeah.
going to be able to do all these things that we
Yeah.
would daydream about?
When was like the turning point where you guys were like,
Oh, he's good.
he's good. Like
First-
now we can actually do stuff. We can go outside. And
First of the year when he kicked off the.
of the year, but then COVID hit for us. So
Yeah.
when he turned 1, it was a shutdown in March of 2020. So then we're running around the house like trying to play hunting inside. Like,
Yeah, still can't go outside.
we
Everything's
couldn't
shut down.
really
It was
go.
weird how
we
that happened.
literally couldn't go anywhere, So
At least we had more windows in our house than the
Yeah.
hospital.
I was like 1 year old, I would say, because he kicked that pump so fast, which was like shocking to even Philadelphia. They were like, "Oh my gosh, this never happened." I would say like 1 year old.
I feel like I vividly remember the first of the year being like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, like
This
Yeah.
is good.
and he was showing all like the good milestones, and there was things like with speech we were scared about, which he's completely fine. He says terrible words sometimes, Dad,
Talks like I do.
and
Imagine
that's
that.
just a whole other
Talks like a
podcast.
sailor.
Imagine that.
That's
Get him
just
on
a
the
whole other.
podcast.
Get him on the.
Dude,
we should get him on
we
the
should.
podcast.
No, we don't.
Yes,
want
we
him
should.
on
I do
the
actually. I do want that.
We should make him do like a recording for the intro.
Oh yeah. Great
yeah.
idea.
No, so like 1 and then 2 years old. Actually, I would say was the scariest surgery of them all. He had a stomach blockage from the adhesions of the pancreas.
Yeah, we got set right. We got a little ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Thinking everything was like, oh, dude, my brother has a
golden.
son, same, literally 3 weeks apart. So like watching them, and I'm like, in first of the year, I'm thinking we're coming out of this. We're all good, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got put in our place pretty
Yeah,
quick.
2 years old was really, really, really bad. Like really, really bad. We were there for like 14 or 15 days.
From a complication of the pancreatic surgery, his intestines tied. They had scar tissue on them from all the damage that they have to do through those to get to the pancreas.
Right.
And they had tied. So
Yeah.
his his intestines were tied up.
They had to go in and unblock it.
Yeah.
Yeah, full
It
surgery.
was really bad.
That was his 7th surgery.
Like really, really bad. But he made it out again. I mean, this kid, he couldn't walk though because they blew all of his veins. They couldn't find him. So that he had a
real chubby kid. Yeah. Real chubby.
he had a IV in his foot. So he laid there for 15 days without walking. And so then when he stood up again at 2 years old, he was Bambi. And I'm like, oh my God, now he has to like
learn how to walk again.
Like, what's going on? No.
Right away.
Right away started just like shook it off. I have a video of him walking out of the hospital pulling his wagon full of stuff. Like, see ya.
Get the hell out of here, man.
He's like, let's go home. I'm sick of this fucking place.
I'm not even kidding. I'm like, what?
So
what's going on?
When we were in there, though, honestly, that's when this hunt came together.
Yep.
Because I'm not waiting any longer. Like this,
time to go.
There could be setbacks. Who gives a shit? Like
So
I'm
we
not
were
waiting for everything to be
supposed
perfect.
go, yeah.
You know, because we were waiting, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not waiting for it to be
Yeah,
perfect. Like
Lorenzo's
this is
like,
our
we're
son.
going.
This is our life. This is our son.
Right.
I don't give a shit. Like I'm planning a hunt for us this year. You're elk hunting. You're bow hunting. We're taking him with us.
And I
We're
was like,
doing this right now.
Why do I have to do it?
This is middle of January, application season. You know, like that's where my mind is at. I'm back in Vegas, like back in the grind of Go Hunt. I'm back into the network. I'm like all pumped up for hunting. I'm like, this is it. Right. We're doing it this year. I don't care if he's too young. I don't care if we got to run to a hospital. I don't give a shit. Like we're doing it this year. And when I get my mind set on stuff, she'll tell you. Like I get weirdly like one-tracked. We're doing it. There's no other option. Like I decided this is what it is.
I got a bow.
And it's happening. No other choice.
Bow hunting.
Because were you at the point like, you essentially don't know. There could be another setback, and we have this window where he could go outside and experience.
I was caught in like, okay, we're waiting for everything to be perfect. It's not ever going to be. This is our son. He has no pancreas. He's got complications. Like,
there still could be.
We go back to Philadelphia.
Life kind of like that.
We go back to Philadelphia. Still, right now today, we go to Philadelphia every 3 months for checkups. He is at a much higher risk of some childhood cancers, some other complications, and we still have to monitor him.
We had a scare in July.
We had a horrible scare in July where it was all emergency, back to Philadelphia, all kinds of tests. Thank God we got good news again. So it was more of a scare than anything. But it's just reality of our son. Right. It's who he is. And I came to terms with that. Like, okay, this isn't.
We're not going to let it hold us back.
Might as well live life to the fullest.
And that surgery setback is like, okay, like I'm not waiting.
That was horrible. Like seriously, that was like, we're not.
Again, though,
anything can happen. I mean, anything can happen to me, anyone. So we were like, no, we're doing it. We're done. We'll just bring whatever we need to bring. Yeah. And we'll figure it out. And I swear.
That's everything happens for a reason, and it got us out of that.
He had the best time there.
He looked like he had a hell of a time.
Oh, the best time. Dude. He had more fun at 2 than 3 this year.
Yeah, we took him again this year, but.
Yeah, my favorite part was he was on. I think he was on your back, and he was like bugling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cow calls quite well with his voice.
Unbelievable.
Amazingly well.
And then
I'm going to take some dad credit there. I did nothing but play him elk videos and noises, and
I liked the end though when he was like, "Here, Elkie."
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, Elkies.
He
that's
could
my favorite
not.
Part.
When we decided to go and we were all in, we got all of our shit. We were there. We were scouted for a day. They're like peak rut in Utah during that bow hunt. You guys, well, and. The noise, like he was enamored by the noise, like all the noises and how big they are too, and they're pretty easy to see in the rut. Like you can sneak in 100 yards, relatively. Bow range, totally different story, but 150 yards, get that real guttural bugle sounds. And
Oh yeah, it seems out of this world when you hear one bugle.
Oh, he was enamored, and he loved that it was loud. Loved it. The kid loves loud
everything
music.
Big, loud, everything.
I want all of it. I want the whole thing.
You can't pour like here's a cup of. No, I want the whole thing.
Volume can't be halfway. He wants all of it. It's who he is.
How it is.
So he loved how loud it was, and he loved that he could hit trees with I'd let him hit the trees with his stick and rake. Well, then he would hear me call, and these elk would call and be loud. He could not, for the life of him, understand why. I kept telling him to be quiet.
Yeah, and the elk could do whatever they wanted.
We could be as loud. Yeah. I could be as loud as I wanted.
We're still working on that.
I'm making as loud a noise as you could ever make, you know, with a bugle tube and a reed. The elk are being as loud, but I kept telling him like, Turtle, shh, no, like shh.
He doesn't get that part at all.
The look on his face was like, bro, you serious right now?
Yeah, he's like,
do you realize?
I want to be
Yeah,
loud.
do you realize what's going on?
Do you hear that bull?
And
I want to be that bull.
So we would say stuff like, oh, do you hear him talking? Do you hear him talking? And then that's when he'd be like, Elkies.
Oh, yeah, I love that part.
Elkies.
It's the best.
Oh, it was so
gosh.
funny.
So
God dang, it was
going
funny.
into this hunt, what was your strategy with Turtle, like how you're going to do the hunt versus like when you got there and the reality of it?
I was look, I was the one that was leading the charge here. It got put in my place real fast. But I was the one that's like, we're doing this as a family. I don't care what bull we kill. I don't care if it's a spike. We are doing this together. Like, this is my son. We're out of the hospital. This is what I've been dreaming of, is starting my family, starting our hunting traditions. Like, you know, she's into it. So, you know, I get pretty blind to other things. And I just, you know, unrealistic goals, we'll say that, right? Can be a strength sometimes, but not all the time.
Not in an elk hunt with the 2-year-old.
So when you were like thinking like, all right, we can distract him, we can do this.
It's with
like
him. I'm like, it's with him and him only. That's our only option.
I have to commend you for trying, to be honest. Because
Tried
I've
really
got
hard.
3 boys, and I haven't taken any of them elk hunting when they were 2. In fact, I very rarely, I'm pretty selfish when it comes to that time, but like, I have to commend you for trying.
I genuinely think if our life would have been, you know, quote unquote normal, so to speak, I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
But it was
the weight of
the
it,
circumstance.
right?
The meaning of what this was.
meant more to you.
The meaning of
To
it.
get
It
him out
was like,
there.
we are going because
we're going.
we.
And he's getting outside. I don't give a
This is what
shit.
we
It's
dreamed
cold.
of.
Yeah.
He's going to deal with the elements. Like, no more fluorescent lights. Like, this is it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I told her, I'm like, you know, the mom intuition. I'm like, what do you think? Well, he likes goldfish, and he likes. What was your?
I don't even know. He loves milk at the time,
Milk.
so I would like pour like tons of water in it, and, like just to make like a big one, you know. So he'll
Yeah,
just like
a
sit
big
there.
gulp.
Yeah,
If he has a straw in his mouth, can't make noise.
yeah. So you know, we're thinking of everything. Then I like found this clip of Blippi that you could like download,
That
and
was a
there's no
big find.
service, you know. And he doesn't like have iPads or anything. So I'm like, well, maybe if I bring my phone and like put a little Blippi out there with his El Toro Loco and
Yeah. So what's the first? So
I
we
don't
were
know.
out
We
there a
tried
day
everything.
early. We were out there a day early, just looking, and then the next morning, because he, you know, it was all new to him, so he was like so focused, right? The closest we got to killing a mature bull,
seconds.
literally, first 5 minutes of the hunt. This bull got kicked out, must have just got beat in a fight all by himself. He's a mature bull pulling off we could hear cows. I think he just got his ass whooped, and he was like kind of had his head down. You know how they're pretty like out of it, dejected when they're pulling off a herd like that?
Yeah, they pick up another cow, and they're
Yeah,
like,
and
I'm
then
back in
just-
the game.
Yeah.
So he was just kind of off on his like walk of shame, and he was coming right at us. I'm like, holy shit. But we were on the move. You know, and you can't you're not on a quick move. I always had him on my shoulders. He's a big kid. I couldn't really hold him, you know, baby style. So I always had him on my shoulders. So I had to have, you know, take the time to get him up there, and then I have to walk a little slower to make sure I'm not, you know, tripping and falling and being an idiot while I have my 2-year-old son on my back. So, like, we were kind of caught in a weird spot. We were a little bit in the sun. I had my son on my shoulders. This bull's coming right at us.
Bow
and
hunting.
So I'm like, drop. So you know, I told her to drop.
I'm like, okay.
Mather, cameraman, we all drop and sit there. The bull didn't see us, you know, drop down to our knees, and he keeps walking. She's on the bow. I have my son. My son's quiet because he just doesn't
He's
know
just
yet,
like-
right? Like, he hasn't been in it enough days to know. He was just so
He's just overwhelmed with
overwhelmed.
everything going on.
So he just didn't even know to make noise.
Sure.
This bull needed to take one more step, and I literally mean, in film it comes off well. It needed to take one more step, and we would have had a
'Cause
bull
when I pull
killed
back,
with
there
him.
was
First,
trees.
5 minutes. Who would have
I
thought
couldn't
that?
like see it.
How are you feeling? Were you excited?
I was, but to be honest with you, I was so like with the arrow with him, you know, and I'm like, am I set up? This is like the first time I've ever 5 minutes into it. How the hell am I
Yeah, this
supposed
is
to
your
know?
first archery elk hunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't know anything, and like I looked and
Peep.
the peep. No.
Peep sight, not the peephole.
Yeah.
She always calls it the peephole.
The people. I kind of like that.
The people.
Let's change it to the people.
I always call
That's
it
where
people.
Neville's going after work today.
I know. I literally call it that. That's why I looked at him like, what is it called again? And I saw trees. Okay. That's what I saw. I don't know. Maybe.
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice not
Well,
to
then
shoot.
I didn't shoot. And then he literally saw a second.
Arrows don't fly through trees very well.
Yeah, I found that out this last time too.
Yeah. So anyways.
I was just like,
You're probably thinking after that, you're like, oh, this
this is
is
a bag.
False.
this
got
is
this.
very doable.
False sense of security to
Well,
the
yeah.
absolute
You're like,
fullest.
5 minutes.
He'd be quiet. Elk are gonna come in. Like,
Well, it's like,
whatever,
what are the
great.
chances your hiking path
Even he's
and
like,
a bull
"That
just
doesn't
getting his ass
happen."
whooped lines up, right? Like, what are the chances
Never.
of that? It never happens. And
well, then it
it's,
kind of like ruined me too, because I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm like, this is what you do. Like, no, you don't at all. By the way.
Well, for the next 5 days, and
Nothing. It
5
was-
straight
it
days. I
was-
mean, we have a 2-year-old. We're waking up at 5 in the morning,
Waking
cold,
him up.
waking him up. We
He's
hunted.
loving that.
never-
He's like, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Honestly,
Are you guys insane?
proud
I know.
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
I'm a
You
baby.
don't wake a sleeping baby.
proud dad moment though. Like he was into
Unbelievable.
it. Like he like visibly was
Never
into
like
it.
was never like crying
Mad
in the
about
morning
it,
when
sad
I woke
about
him
it.
out. Like
Didn't
he
have to talk
just-
him into it.
He was ready
I
to
mean,
go.
Ready
granted,
to go.
some mornings he would want to take a little bit longer to eat his breakfast and wake up a little bit. But like he was genuinely into it.
Yeah,
So we hunted
I was
hard
pretty
and we
shocked.
pushed him. There's some horses at the ranch there, so like we could break up the middle of the day, fishing, horses,
Yeah,
that
he had
stuff.
fun.
But man, we hunted hard for 5 straight days. I'm like, keep
When he
keep
was
saying
done,
it, but
though-
I'm unbelievably proud of him, the family, what we did over those 5 days. But I was getting sick to my stomach. I wanted the kill with him so bad. I was kind of losing sight of what it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
Which
just time
was-
spent.
Time spent,
Yeah.
right? And I was so focused on like the accomplishment of him being there with us, losing sight of just enjoying, right? I caught myself. I get focused way too much.
It wasn't. You
And
weren't bad, but when he got over it,
I
that's
dropped my expectation, anxiety, all that stuff. And the next day was so enjoyable.
Yeah, so much fun.
And it really does show well in the film, but I was probably not the best dad those first couple days, and more of like
you were fine.
focused on the eye on the prize, swole is the goal,
I think it's like I said, I keep going back. I think it's commendable that you even tried it. To get your kid out there, to
I
take a kid
think
hunting like that. I think
Since I don't have much experience with that, like
Mhm.
it makes it easier because I'm just like, oh, but like when you know something, like what it's supposed to be. That's my first time, so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, let me tell you though, when he left,
I
Yes.
remember when Lorenzo pitched the idea, and I remember thinking, well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I don't know
he
how
kept
that's going
telling
to
me,
work.
he's like, yeah, everybody keeps telling me, like, good luck, and I'm
Yeah.
like, really? Well, we'll try.
So yeah, I think it's awesome that you did.
Yeah, so I ended up just enjoying it for what
Yeah.
it was and coming to the realization like, hey, this shit ain't easy.
Yeah.
Right? It's never easy. My 2-year-old, like I don't want him to dislike it. I want him to love it.
That
And
last day, he was starting. It was cold. It got way
got a lot
colder.
colder.
So he started.
and we were
feeling it.
pushing
Yeah.
the envelope.
And then
I
it
was
kind of
pushing the
became a
envelope.
little not so fun that
Well,
last
I was
morning.
asking a lot of her too, right? Like, get the system, get the blippy, get to this, and I'll call him in, and
So
it's
I'm like
it's stressful.
trying to get him all set up, but
And I'm like,
keep
God,
like the bow and
I am
look
being
around.
a shitty dad. Like, let's just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, let's just go listen to elk. If we kill one, we kill one.
Yeah.
Let's go look at them. Let's go fishing, hang out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really enjoyable. And came to the realization of like, hey, it's not going to happen. We're pushing him way too hard. If it didn't happen those first couple days, like now we're forcing it, right? Like, and I don't ever want to be the dad to force things, right? Like, so you were focused.
Well, then I was like, well, we're
script,
here.
The script,
We might as
the
well
script
get one.
flipped though, and again fell more in love with her. Like the script, it was flipped entirely because now she was like, She was on one.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. Like,
Yeah, you wanted to be successful.
yeah. Then we were there, you know, and
Yeah.
so
Well,
we decided to drive our son back to my mom.
It's hard
Yeah.
for a mom. I mean, this is the
That
first
was
time
the
we
first
ever
time I've
left
ever
her son.
left him. Ever in 2 years.
Yeah.
She was so
Ever.
Wow.
she was so focused on the accomplishment.
Yeah, I remember that.
She's like, let's get in the car and,
Yeah, and my
we'll
mom,
take him to Vegas.
my aunts were there, and it was my little niece's birthday, so all my family, and I was like, okay, everyone can handle him, you know, like if something they know how to, you know, check a sugar or whatever. So I was like, it'll be fine. So I did it, which I was also shocked about. So I didn't.
You were focused.
Yeah, and so we drove to Vegas
And
back.
back.
Then
Dropped
we
him
went
off.
hunting that night.
Yeah.
Because did you guys have a conversation like, we'll just call it, you know, like
We did.
we had, you know, we wanted to come out here, spend quality
We
time with
did,
Turtle,
yes.
enjoy
Yeah.
the elk woods, and
Yeah.
We did that. Let's be done.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I got to that point.
Right.
She was in that point the whole time. I was being a shitty dad. I got to that point, and you know, came to my senses and understood the magnitude of what us just being there was, and not us killing something together. Right? Like we have time for that. My son, we're the lucky ones that get the good news. We have time. Like we can go do this stuff. Let's just enjoy it here. It's our first time being outside. She turned into kill mode. It's like.
Stone Cold Killer.
Like we'll take him to my mom. I'm like, really? You want to? This is the first. We've never left him. She's like, yep, I want to do this. I want to accomplish, you know, this. She was into it. So
we did.
we did, and we went back, and
We didn't see anything that night. The next morning, though, we went out.
we
Right?
hunted hard.
Yeah,
Hunted really hard.
really hard.
There must have also been some relief for the two of you to like the first chance to like really be together. The
was
two
amazing.
of you after
It was
a full
was amazing.
year and a, I mean,
Yeah.
it had to have been like, huh.
well,
It was
chance
something
to-
we didn't
ch-
know we needed until we were
Yeah, a
doing
chance to take a breath.
and you guys like in the wilderness where you hear
Yeah.
the water, right? And
Everything's
it's
so
like
visceral.
peaceful.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
It's calming.
I
It's
absolutely
very
loved
calming.
it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet-
I
I
mean,
bet.
Mother Nature by far is the best medicine anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clear your
It
head.
can heal anything.
No
it can
question.
fix any problem.
Surely, and now I'm like completely hooked though. I'm like
She's
I'm going
beyond
back
hooked,
every
which
year.
I love. But yeah, we hunted hard, and we ended up killing a 6-point bull. She ended up killing a 6-point bull.
Were you
She did it.
Were you nervous? Were you anxious? Like when that shot presented itself and it kind of all came together.
Yeah.
What were you feeling? Did you feel that adrenaline spike?
You know the adrenaline spike where like you don't know if you're skipping beats or you can feel them. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Where you like
Right.
it like hurts your chest. It's pumping so hard.
We know.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
That's why I go hunting.
I felt like I couldn't breathe because he was like, it's coming in. Like when he said, I think he was like, draw back or whatever. I was like, oh my God, what do you mean?
Did you like that feeling?
Loved it.
You liked it.
To me, it's like playing sports where like you're trying to hit the last
Bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, 100%.
We
how I
got
describe
a
it.
shot with Turtle.
Mm-hmm.
We got a shot. Third night with Turtle.
Yeah, it was a night.
And it was 65 yards. And, you know, again, I think everybody can understand why we weren't shooting 65 yards every night leading into this hunt, right? You know, going to Philly all the time, and we had a bunch of doctors here at the time, and we were still in the woods. But anyways, not making excuses by any means. She can shoot 65, and we had shot. It's in the beginning of the film, like, but a bull was there, Turtle was on my back.
The sun was going down.
Yeah, the lighting.
No
it's
excuse. I don't care. I missed.
the dark-
I'm not one to like.
dark timber.
Sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't care.
dark timber, gray light through a peep sight. First time she'd ever looked through
peephole.
a
Yeah.
peephole. Sorry, a peephole like that.
That's so embarrassing.
And he was on.
It's not
He was.
embarrassing. It's great.
He was on my shoulders, and she made it. She made a great shot. It was just low.
It was low. And we like remember we went back on the film.
Yeah.
We're like, did it miss?
Yeah.
No, I missed.
Good for her though, because then now, fast forward to, you know, like she had that rep.
Right,
She
she
had
had the
that. She had that
experience.
rep
She
underneath
had one
her
under her
Yeah.
belt.
belt.
Yeah, she had
Mhm.
one, and I noticed. I could see it in her face. I'm like, hey, I was cow calling on a wallow. I'm like, hey, this bull is coming. Like I had heard him bugle a couple times, and she even said, she's like, he's coming. I'm
Oh, I was like,
"Yep."
no, it's getting closer.
Like, okay, let's get. So we get behind this tree. and I caught a glimpse of him coming. He's coming from the right to the left. There are these 2 dead aspen trees, bright gray, which was really good because it made such a good focal point. I'm like, see those 2 right there? He's going to come out right there. I arranged it 46 yards, and I'm like, he's going to be in there, and I'll be over your shoulder. When I think he's shootable, I'll cow call, and I hope he stops, right? She drew back, set. He walked into sight. I cow called. He stopped, but he stopped like too fast almost.
Yeah.
Like he didn't, you know how you can kind of get that one little step before they turn?
No,
he kind of like stopped in his track, right? Like it wasn't like a turn his head while stepping to look. It was like a stop in his track and look. She found a window, the shooting window, and found it, and she did it. She made a great shot for what it was. She made a great shot. I'm the one that fucked it up. The moments following, I'm the one that messed it up. Not her. She did her job. I did not do mine.
You had to let that one go overnight, right? And then trail it the next day? No?
We learned that's what we'll do forever.
When I was 18 years old, that 6x4 buck in my office, 19 years old, I shot that buck and I hit him back. Not entirely back, but back enough where you don't go in after him. And my Uncle Heath told me, don't go in after him. I pushed it, ended up recovering him, but it was very stressful, right? When you're young and dumb, you have an excuse, right? Been hunting for a long time, since I was 19 years old. I've been on a lot of other people's hunts. I've been on some of my hunts. I haven't hit them the best, and I've lived and died by let him lay, right? Like if you hit an animal good, not great, let him lay. Like that's right. So I don't have the excuse of being young and dumb anymore. I was kind of overtaken in the moment of when she shot my angle. I was covered up in trees. I heard it hit him, and when he turned, it looked really far back. It's optics, and I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I don't know if it was a good hit. Like I don't even know if it's like maybe good. Like it looked really far back. We're sitting there.
I kind of thought it was though. Like
you thought it was good or far back?
Like
she's the shooter,
good, but like not what he
good, not great. Yeah, good, not great. And
I knew it was good, but just not great. Yeah.
And
basically,
here comes my downfall again, where I just get overly focused in my own mind. And she's telling me like, no, this is where I was shooting. This is what I saw. And in my mind, I'm like almost, not even listening. And
he wasn't listening.
Because I'm just like,
I've done this before. I've done it with Neville before. Neville will be like, oh, I definitely hit it here. And I'm like,
yeah, right. And it's
I don't know,
angles,
bud.
And it's angles, right? Like, so, and I knew how bad she wanted this. I knew the magnitude of her leaving, like, me leaving him and her leaving. There's 2 very different things, and I know that. Like, I know how hard that had to have been for her, and how focused she must have been on this goal that she wanted to accomplish for herself. And so, like, I'm in it with her. I want her to accomplish that. I want it for her, and like, that's what I'm bought into. This is not for my son, and this isn't for anyone else except her at this point. And I'm like, and the hunt's ending. Like we got to go home. I mean, we have a sick. I use sick loosely. A complicated, we'll say, 2-year-old at home that he needs certain checks every day, and we got to do certain things for him and monitor him daily, and like that's stressful for the people we just left him on. So like, and I want her to accomplish this. So I'm like, I couldn't take it anymore. I was laying there. I'm like, I can't take it. I got to go look for blood. Like if you did hit him good, he'll drip blood. If you hit him where I think you hit him, there ain't gonna be shit. Well, my dumb ass, because I'm not young and dumb anymore, goes walking up to the shot site, and I'm looking for blood, and I see some, and I'm like, that's good. Go a little further, see a little more blood. I'm like, maybe this is really good. I take a step, I see something move out of the corner of my eye, and that bull is 30 yards away from me. He didn't go more than 50 yards, and he bedded down. Liver, single lung, whatever, ends up being a liver shot, which it's not terrible. That's the dead center of the body.
Just needs time.
Just needs time, right? Mm-hmm. And which is, by the way,
didn't give it time.
An incredible shot that to hit that bull with the shooting window she had, 46 yards, adrenaline pumping. Second time she had ever looked through the peephole in dark timber.
Yeah, there's nothing like
that's
being
what was
thrown into the deep end, like going bow hunting, bugling bull elk.
Bull walking, cow call to stop, trees to find the shooting window, the shooting lane, right? Like
go from shooting an antelope to
to that.
Literally
you're
before
bow hunt a bull.
We're like enjoying the river and about to eat a snack. I'm thinking I'm getting a snack.
Yeah.
I'm like,
snack time.
Relaxing.
I'm seriously sitting down like,
yeah,
0
to 100 real quick.
Give me those crackers. And he's like, do you hear that? I'm like, what? No snack? Okay.
I want my snack.
Low blood sugar, like turtle over here.
I need some food.
We blame a lot of stuff on low blood sugar these days.
Mm-hmm.
My son.
Yeah.
So anyways, my fucking dumbass goes in there. He's still bedded, but he lifted his head up. His head was down. Lifted his head up, and I looked over, and he's looking right at me at 30 yards. I'm like, not only am I fucking dumb enough to do this, I'm also dumb enough to not have her with me. Because she would have just plugged him right there. I mean, he didn't do shit. So I'm like, just the famous stare off with a sick bull. I don't know. I was gone for a while. I feel like him and I were in a staring match for 3-4 minutes. Wind changed, whatever. He got uncomfortable. Obviously, he's sick. Got the adrenaline, and that's never good in a mature bull, Yeah. Picked up.
Took off.
See you later. And by that time, he had plugged up his wound, right? Not entire. He did bleed a little bit, but not. I mean, it was pretty plugged. I mean, they lay on that wound for 20 minutes, and that the skin and fur and hide, all that stuff. So I went back and beyond sick to my stomach because I knew what I had done for her.
I honestly thought Lorenzo was not going to make it. I've never seen him so sad in my life.
That was pretty dumb.
I forgot about the elk. I'm like, Lorenzo, are you okay? Like, he was devastated.
It's pretty down on myself.
Devastated.
Because of what I had done for us, not for me. Like, if it was, that's why I kept telling her.
You don't want to lose an animal, but you also want the very best experience for your, for your wife or for your kid or whatever.
Absolutely.
I was like, it's not a big deal. It's fine. It's fine. I'm like trying to console him.
I'm like, it is a big deal. Do you realize what I did for you? Like, if this was my hunt, I want to give $2. Like, this is, this is for you.
I'm like, oh my God, he's not okay.
So I'm like, let's go back. We'll go get some food. Go, go back to call all my friends or all, everybody I can get a hold of that's here relatively close. We had me, you, Norm, Kendall.
I think that was Mather.
Mather. And
5 or 6
we hung out for hours.
We hiked.
Hold on. We hung out for hours first, sick to my stomach.
Okay, well.
Tried to take a nap, couldn't. Well, then we went back at because that was like 9 a.m. when that happened. We went back at like 3 in the afternoon.
I've never walked so much in my entire life.
Just looking,
gridding it out, looking.
Yeah.
Never. I was like, no, my feet are gonna fall off. Like, literally. How long? Seriously, how long?
4 hours. I mean, till it got dark. 4 hours.
And just nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's a gutting. That's a sick feeling.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Like when it gets too dark and you're like, can I have to give this one up for the night? Yeah. And you don't know.
Yeah. And here's why it's the turtle bull. As luck would have it, just like my son, against all odds. This is to the point. Mather stopped filming. Like we're even in the film, like we stopped. There's not like part of the turtle bull because it was game over. It was done.
It was done.
It's done. And Mather had checked out. Genuinely, I had checked out too.
It was really depressing. It really was.
I thought the hunt was over.
Yeah. So, but against all odds, would I have done this? And this is where now I go back in my mind of man, if this was my bull, would I have done this or would I have given up? Right. But because it was for her and I wanted her to have a good experience, she wounded an animal. I didn't want her to live with that. Yep. I'm like, you know what? At the herd we were hunting, they were all herded up. Like there was not pockets of elk this particular year. Like they were all together. I mean, they were in a group of 100, 150
Massive.
with the, 10, 15 bulls and that just intertwined in that. And that's why they were so hard to kill, by the way, with my son too, is like there wasn't these little pockets of like a bull with 3 cows. It was like the elk.
Yeah,
like there was no other option.
Right.
And that's where I kind of finally gave up
mixer.
in the end and like, hey, let's just
like,
enjoy
okay.
this one. This isn't really a good year to be chasing these elk around. It's not like they're, peeled off in the rut kind of stuff. They were all like in it. That archery is kind of those earlier days. You know what I mean? They're just balled up, right?
Yeah, can be.
And I'm like, you know what? We're going to hike off this way. Because the last thing I can think of is he tried to get with the herd. Like, if we did bump him, I don't know, maybe he like strength in numbers, he's sick kind of a thing. Let's go after the herd, like wherever they are. And they had rolled over. You could hear some cows. They were kind of rolled over in this next canyon pocket. It was still a good distance from us, but I mean, fuck, you can hear those things for a long ways away, especially in burned timber. Like, let's go. Like, this is literally the only thing I can think of.
And we had to go because my niece's birthday, all my family was in town. Like, it was done.
The hunt was done.
We had to go.
So it was like last ditch.
Remember, Kendall? I was so down too. I was like, oh, and I felt bad because I wounded him, whatever. And remember, Kendall goes, what did he say to me? What's Cowboy 101? And I'm like, what? He's like, what's Cowboy 101? And I'm like, I don't know. He goes, if you get bucked off, you what? I'm like, you got to get back on. He's like, let's go. And I'm like, let's go.
Because everyone had lost hope.
I was so down when he said that. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let's go.
Because everyone was, I mean, he cut the camera. Like, that's where we were at, right?
Yeah. It was
and
done.
so when he said, all of us were like, all right, we're taking off. Like, me, Tayler, Mather, let's go. Like, we'll go find this. We'll just go see if he's on his feet. Highly doubted any of this, right? Wasn't going to tell her that. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like, maybe, Yeah. So we take off. And
it's like almost dark.
I mean, it's close to dark by the time we get to him. I mean, we had looked. I mean, this is like the last 30 minutes kind of light, right? And the bulls had pulled off into the live timber, like through this burn. There's this live timber part, and they had pulled into there for the night before they had gone out into the sage. They'll hit those sage flats at night. We're in that like staged area in that live timber, and we couldn't ever get like full eyes on the group. Could never, so we just kept tailing them, balling them. And, we'd catch a bull this way and a bull that way. And I'm like, okay, well, the cows sound like they're down. Let's just keep walking into them. Like, literally, let's just walk into them. We're walking. And, I mean, it couldn't have been more. It's so crazy to even talk about. Like that.
It's like hard. It's like.
It's without the context of like the full story in itself.
Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing.
And I'm not a great storyteller. I wish I was like Bert Kreischer or like, you know what I mean? Like some of those guys where you just, when they tell a story, you're like in it, Well, it could not have been more straight line in front of us. Yellow body, hips sagging. Yeah. Head and neck down. Immediately in my head, I'm like, that's him. Can't see horns, can't see anything. I'm like, that's him. That is a sick, that's a sick elk on his feet, tailing the group. I'm like, that's him. And he's like held up in this pocket of trees. And anyway, he was by that time, because he had gone a mile to where the rest of these elk were. It's like we walked onto him. If we would have been 10 yards to the left,
yes, it was
10 yards to the right, we would have never seen him.
I still do not know how.
And it's the fucking turtle bull. I mean, it was literally against all odds that like
that stumble across the same bull.
Look, in all honesty, I did not believe anything I was telling her when we got to that point. Like, I was just talking. Yeah. I didn't believe any of the shit I was saying.
So I'm like, okay.
And I just didn't want her to feel bad, you know?
It's going to work out great.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe. You're like, yeah, strength in numbers. Like, yeah. I've never seen that shit before. I've seen a lot of stuff, but I'm like,
okay.
Let's just, we got to make sure we do everything. Let's just, you never know. You're giving her that whole thing. And then
Which
Kendall
was like
says
reverse, though, sometimes with us in the pregnancy, too. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, we got this. Like, they don't know. They're not God. They don't know everything.
It was entirely reversed. It's funny how this is a goddamn turtle bull. Like, couldn't be more of my son in this story. And anyways, he's standing there. So she gets down on her knee. And I'm like, just hit him. He's so sick. Just hit him. You just need him to run, get that blood flowing a little bit more, and we got him. And so she found another shooting. Well, you were down on your knee?
I think I was on my knee.
I was so focused on where she was going to hit him because, like, how he was covered up. Name of the game at this point is name of the game is just get one in him, right? Like, we're already in this situation.
When can
just there he is. You kind of found like a pocket into his like stomach, going like kind of into him. Shot, heard it hit him. It was like 20 yards maybe, and literally last light. Like, I mean.
Yeah, we had to stop.
Within seconds of like legal. And thing takes off down the hill. I'm like, we got him. She's like, how do you know? I'm like, I'm telling you, we got him. She's like, well, let's go find him. Not right now. We ain't going to find shit right now.
But we don't got him.
We were far.
And we were far. We were really far from where we were staying. So got her believing in like, hey, yep. I honestly was feeling fantastic now. So like, let's go back. Let's sleep. We'll sleep in.
We'll sleep in for once.
Yeah, sleep in for once. We'll let it get light so we don't miss any, any
blood
sign, any blood, any footprints. Like he would be if we needed to track him, like he was not healthy, so he would have had those dragon foots. I felt confident like we could find him just based on the sign itself. Anyways, we walk out there, first light, get in that deep timber, and we're in there for 2 minutes. Next thing you hear Tayler, I got him.
Did you find him?
Yeah.
You did. Did you?
Shining.
Did you walked onto him then?
Mm-hmm.
He went down to water.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So he's down in that flat.
I found him in the flats, and I was literally yelling.
So loud. She was so excited. I'm.
Did you get emotional? Do you feel emotional? What do you feel like?
Yeah, like I felt, like a little. And then when we were like talking about it, I got like kind of choked up just because we didn't even like really put two and two together. And like it just hit me. I'm like, of course, this is the bull. Like it's the turtle bull. And we like looked at each other and we were like, oh my God, like this is literally the turtle bull.
I fell to my knees when she started screaming. That's like, if I'm being fully honest.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even take it.
Relieved.
Yeah.
Couldn't even take it. I'm like, how
it was,
in the world did that just happen?
Mm-hmm.
Which is how I think about my son every day, honestly. Looking at him now, I mean, we were talking about in the beginning. He's an absolute maniac. I bring him to the office once or twice a week in the morning. My mother-in-law will come get him at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. And, dude, he's a maniac. Like, how in the world is this what we got, right? And it's exactly how I felt on the bull. Mm-hmm. It was wild, man.
It really was.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, it's crazy, like the similarities between what you guys went through with turtle and then like how that hunt.
When all hope is lost,
played out.
And like good news, bad news, good news, bad news. Like it was literally just like that. Just like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
We got him.
Got him.
It's hanging right here in the office.
Yep.
Yeah. Super cool. And the film was great.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch. I mean, just to be fly on the wall and kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is. It's really cool.
Well, cool. That was fun, man.
Do you regret any of the hunt?
Regret? Mm-mm.
No.
Am I supposed to say yeah?
No.
I feel like he's giving me the eye.
No, I do. I mean,
why?
Just because of how I was the first couple of days, but.
No.
I guess one question I have for you is, what was that feeling of like finally, being outside with turtle on a hunt? Like, I mean, it's something you dreamed about. It's something you thought about.
The first scouting day was absolute heaven.
Right.
Like, legitimately, absolute fucking heaven. I mean, I could not have been happier. Listening to elk.
I have so many like personal videos on my phone that we still watch all the time. The first time we were
I don't think I've ever been as happy as that individual moment. Maybe when Dr. Kalish said he'd be okay.
Yeah.
Like that was a day that sticks out in my mind.
When we were leaving Philadelphia.
When we left Philadelphia, went to the Rocky Steps. It's right there by the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a day that.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Right.
When we walked into our own house with our son.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing feeling. And then like that day. Like
just pure joy.
And no pressure of hunting. Like we were literally just outside. He's seen an elk he'd seen him on on the phone. I had, we'd call at night, and
his like jaw would literally, Turtle would be like.
It was so incredible, man.
When he
So
heard the elk,
incredible.
it was amazing.
But then I just, I got too focused and lost that part of it.
I think you're just being hard on yourself. I really do, because you weren't bad at all. We were like trying to do something pretty stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, who takes a 2-year-old?
I've been known to do some stupid shit.
So I just think you were like trying to make it happen. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
What do you, from when people watch this film, what do you think will be the takeaway? Like, what do you want people to take away from it?
Never give up.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, I know doctors or experts and stuff. I'm not saying, and I know that there's other cases where, it's went an opposite way, but never give up. Like, doesn't matter what people say or think, just if you feel something in your heart and in your gut, and I feel like when you know that, it could be good or bad, but when you know something, and just stay the course.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the most interesting things, I think, just in hearing you talk, is the intuition that you had. Like, you always felt it. Mm-hmm. Like, you felt one way, you knew one thing. And I think, it's hard to draw conclusions between, your situation that you went through with Turtle and, hunting, because those are, one is seemingly so, contrite compared to the other, right? But, if I might, there's been a lot of situations when I've been out hunting. It typically works out best if you go with your gut, trust your gut.
Exactly.
Trust your feeling.
That's exactly.
And I think, in talking to you, just, listen to you today, I think it's pretty incredible, went with your gut.
Yeah.
You knew.
Yeah. And thank God, because he's perfect. Yeah. He's got some scars and he's got big belly and
awesome scars though.
Yeah, but he's literally right on
Chicks
track.
dig scars.
That's right.
That's what I'm going to tell him for the rest of his life.
And resilience, man.
Yeah.
Think of the resilience,
God.
This kid.
Yeah. And for me with that is like, take away what you want. Like, this is so much. This is like, for me, like, genuinely speaking, it was for us. There's people can take what they want from it, but like for me, what my son has done for me, what this film will always do for me, going back and looking at it, is just dropping expectations. Like I've my whole life, I've always had expectations getting into anything. Expectations for a hunt, expectations for my son when we first got pregnant and found out he was a boy, expectations for the business, expectations for, what I'm going to accomplish in this year and all this. Like, he has taught me, and this hunt itself is a perfect representation of like a reminder for me to always be able to go back to, of like, fuck the expectations. Who cares? Yeah. It is what it is, right? Stay the course. Failure is not an option. As long as failure is not an option, it's going to work out.
Mm-hmm. And what matters most.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's true. And really nothing matters. If he's healthy and everybody's healthy and happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoys it. Oh, one more.
I know.
Yeah, before we go. Talk to us about Alex's lemonade stand and and what we're doing with them.
So
if we can.
You're intimately familiar.
Well, I just use them like more for like when we do birthday parties or stuff. We don't ask like for presents. We'll do like donations to it because it's childhood cancer. They work with childhood cancer, and they're these very like rare types that people don't get funding for,
which is what our son is at high risk of.
Yeah, like Wilm's tumor, things like that. So I think we're gonna do a T-shirt, and
we're doing one. So we found Alex Lemonade Stand through Children's Hospital Philadelphia. They work very closely with them, and it is an incredible nonprofit. Like, it is. I mean, the story of why it was founded and how it's funded and the purpose it serves. It's her and I. We have lived and died by Alex Lemonade Stand since we found it. And there's a lot, like you always hear, there's a lot of money into diabetes research.
Yes.
Our son has hyperinsulinism as well, and also has high risk for some of these, the bad C word stuff. And so he's on both endocrine and diabetes and cancer research. They are very well funded in the mainstream spheres of them, if that makes any sense, right? Like which they should be. That's where the real issues are. That's where the majority of the issues are. But these hyperinsulinism, which is what he has, and some of these higher risk childhood type cancers that
people don't know about,
because the kids grow out of them. It is genuinely just a childhood thing. Like when they hit a certain age, when they hit puberty, the risk of them is essentially non-existent. It's an interesting. It's literally just pre-puberty type stuff, and it's funded. A lot of it is funded through Alex Lemonade Stand. Yeah. So it's an incredible organization.
We're doing a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, we worked with them.
Yeah,
we got in touch with them, and we want to run a give back program with them. So all proceeds. Yeah. GOHUNT doesn't get shit. Obviously, I'd have no problem with anybody calling me a piece of shit if we did, because I would be. And so this is solely for them, the kids that need it.
Going to all the rare childhood cancers.
Yeah, and we'll have that available on our website. It's got a great graphic on the back. It's got Turtle on Lorenzo's back. You got Taylor kind of off the side.
He
of
the lived on my back for that hunt.
So it's a great graphic tee, back kit, and like you said, proceeds all go on to Alex Lemonade Stand. So watch the film, pick up a T-shirt. We appreciate you coming by.
Yes,
it's fun having you in the office.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Next on the podcast is going to be Turtle.
Can't wait for that.
I think we should have him every week.
Dude, please.
A permanent fixture.
Don't do that to me.
We just let him jump in and say whatever he feels.
You guys will be just like my dad, the grandpa syndrome. You guys get all the fun and none of the issues.
Yeah, right.
This sounds amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for being on.